Jeremy here, and today I'm joined on the desk by Space Ghost. What's going on, dude?
What's up, man? We're coming to you live from the esports studio at the flagship Microsoft store at 5th Avenue in New York City.
Yeah, I just wanted to take a second to thank a couple people here. First and foremost, I want to thank the Microsoft studio for opening up their doors for us today, allowing us to hang out in this beautiful, insanely beautiful studio.
Absolutely, man.
Big shout outs to everyone who's hanging out at Waypoint Cafe, tuning in, everyone at home, all around the world, wherever you may be. Thank you. I wanted to also talk a little bit more about what's going to go down tonight. We have a couple awesome segments today. We have a 4v4 team deathmatch that's going to go down. And once and for all, Dan, we're going to determine, is a hot dog a sandwich or not?
I'm going to go with no. I'm saying no. Hot dogs are not sandwiches, man.
That's unbelievable. Hot dog is totally a sandwich. The premise of a sandwich is having a bun, like two things like this, and meat inside.
Yeah, but it's got to be a separate bun. The bun's got to be like on two different sides.
Are you implying a hamburger is a sandwich? Because if you can tell me what separates the two. All right, you're right. You're right, because today the two teams are going to go head-to-head and once and for all give us that determination. Also on today's docket, we have an awesome Q&A that you're going to be doing with the great Root Bear.
Absolutely. The king and the start of the 5 Deadly Venoms, the start of the Supporters Club New York City, man. It's exciting. We also have the 6v6 tournament against the Lone Star Vanguard. Best of 3. This is going game 3, man. It's exciting. I'm not there to lay the smackdown personally, but we'll see how we do. It's going to be fun.
Definitely, because they're obviously our favorite rivals to compete against and to talk to. I know a lot of the crew we've gotten close to down over at LSV, so shout outs to you guys for participating with us today with that. But most importantly, we have the Alleyways and Avenues segments that are going to be airing throughout today's stream. Shout outs to the 5DV production crew for really taking the time to put some of these awesome segments together for us today. But most importantly, coming up for this week with the Overwatch League Grand Finals, we wanted to kind of show everyone what New York City was all about, give them a little bit more insight as to some of our favorite spots, but most importantly, what we're doing with today's stream is really promoting the Homefront Initiative. Tell us more about that, Space Ghost.
That's right. Homefront Initiative is what we're raising money for, and you can actually find donations, and you can donate at universitysettlement.org/5DV. It should be included at our stream right now.
Yeah, for sure. And, definitely go there, check it out. Now, this doesn't just end with the university settlement. It goes, through all types of charities, because at every 5DV event from now on and going forward, there will be an opportunity to donate and fundraise money for charity.
That's right.
Yeah, so some really exciting stuff, that we're going to see today. But first and foremost, we wanted to take you a couple of different stops. But the first stop on our Alleyways and Avenues segment is going to be home at Waypoint Cafe.
That's where it all started, man. Homefront, Waypoint, when it started out, there weren't that many people there, and
what's going on? It's your boy Padromi.
And this is Great Root Bear, representing the 5 Deadly Venoms here in NYC.
Now, I know a lot of you guys are coming through New York for the Grand Finals, and all we want to say is welcome.
Now, like all cities, there's a lot of things you can see here in the city. So we thought we'd give you some tips, make your life a bit easier.
So we want to show you some of our favorite alleyways and avenues. We're here at our first stop, Waypoint Cafe. It's kind of crazy that we found this spot, huh?
Found it completely by accident, and I'm glad we did. But what's wild about this place is that you got amazing food, bomb coffee, gotta get the Zerg Rush, tips, screens, which you've probably seen in Overwatch League broadcast, because this is where all the magic happens for the 5 Deadly Venoms events.
But everyone's really favorite part of the cafe, though, are all these wonderful and amazing computers that they get to play here on a per hour basis.
And one of the most important things and the most valuable things that Waypoint has done for the community here in New York is actually give a means for people to produce their own content. And that's really hard to do. You know, a lot of people were doing this. They got run into problems with their PCs. They run into problems with streaming bandwidth capacities. But Gino and Waypoint have created this space where anyone can be a creator, and it's only $40 an hour, which is dirt cheap compared to trying to go to public radio here in the city.
Fact, and what was really great, this is actually the site of the very first Homefront series hosted with NYXL.
This was where the magic went down. We did go down in game 1 to the Lone Star Vanguard, so respect to you guys. We did take game 2, so respect to us. So I encourage everybody who's coming in for the finals, come check out the place that gave us a home here in the city, because they'll give you a home too, and give you some great coffee and food while they're at it.
And that's why this is our first, Alleyway and Avenue.
Yeah, we'll cut that. That's cool.
And that was our first segment over at Waypoint Cafe. That place has absolutely become a home for me. I'm sure it has become a home for you.
Absolutely.
It's definitely, for sure, the home of the 5 Deadly Venoms.
It's where it all started, man, and it's been growing and growing, and I hope everyone checks it out over the week. It's a fantastic place. It's a home place. You can play Overwatch there. It's a lot of fun. Check it out. Stop on by.
Yeah, for sure. You know, shout outs to the staff and crew over at Waypoint Cafe. They're absolutely phenomenal. But we're gonna get right into our first match of the day of Team Hot Dog Sandies versus No Sandwich Dog. All right. Talk to us a little about the lineups that we have going on for Team Hot Dog Sandies.
I'm so excited. Team 1, we have Smackboy, Soul, Lyric of Wisdom, and Fancy Shrimp. And that's going to be the hot dog sandwich team, so might want to root for those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And here we go. We got some competitions going on here on Team No Sandwich Dog. We have Crammerdab, Curie Queen, Elnell, and Mixomatosis. Running a pretty interesting composition here. We have the Mercy going down already. Mixomatosis, though, getting 3 kills right there, popping off so quick.
And that's just going to happen on this map. You know, this is a very Widow-centric map. There are really no responses to her right now. You do have the Diva who can have potential to die for her. You have the Wrecking Ball, too, which is really exciting for me to watch. But right now, there's just no one on her, and she's just going to have free shots on everybody, man.
Yeah, for sure. And as we see here, everyone's kind of pushing over onto the left-hand side. This map, you know, being a circular map, having all the space for a Widowmaker to kind of, you know, go out there and hit these shots, click some couple of heads, it's going to be great. So the key here for Hot Dog Sandies is going to be grouping up together, pushing forward, and getting a shield up in front of that Widowmaker.
Yeah, and this just isn't looking good. You know, no one's even really paying attention. He's just taking free shots on everyone. You need these tanks to start diving him, or else it's just going to be game over for Hot Dog Sandwiches, man.
Yeah, and down goes Mixomatosis finally. You know, it's been about time. The Widowmakers has been free roaming all this time, but as we see, you know, red side, they're up 5-3.
And now I think we have to comment on the Wrecking Ball here. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I've been wanting to see him come out. Just introduced today. We have Soul playing. It's exciting, and this is actually a pretty fun map for him. You could swing around the outside.
But can we talk about Curie Queen going in with the Dragon Blade? But here comes the Nano Hammond. I'm not sure what's going to come out of this. I'm not sure if this is even the right call. But down goes Hammond right off the edge.
Get back.
Charge from Reinhardt. Oh my gosh, Crammerdab with the big plays over here.
Yeah, and that's where you got to know how to use the grapple, man. Grapple, you can come back for those, but you got to have the skill and you got to have the reflex to get back and jump in.
Meanwhile, while we weren't paying attention, Lyric of Wisdom popped the Valkyrie and went after Mixomatosis with no problem, just taking him out. I mean, I know as a Mercy main myself, that's exactly my first target, is the person who's going to be killing me.
It's a Savage Mercy play. I mean, if you got to go Battle Mercy, take out those Widows, man, you got to respect that. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, now it looks like No Sandwich Dog comes up, and they're really kind of struggling here. You know, they haven't gotten a kill in quite some time. Meanwhile, Hot Dog Sandies is really pushing forward. Fancy Shrimp really popping off here on the Diva plays.
Oh, they got all the momentum right now. You have the Reinhardt discorded. Oh, they don't know where to go.
Oh, but Mixomatosis gets picked off by the Zenyatta. Smackboy coming in hot with those orbs.
It's
looking
a
like
snowball,
Jonak.
man. They're snowballing hard. Rez is up on Reinhardt. Let's see if he can do something out of it.
Looks like he's all over the Fancy Shrimp, but Hammond's going to peel back. Doesn't really do much about it, but Genji's all over. But Mixomatosis manages to pick off Zenyatta. But here comes the self-destruct coming down onto the point. Doesn't even connect. Not a problem though, because they're still looking. But it looks like Mercy's wide open. It looks like LNL might be going down, and she's down.
Oh man, yeah, not the best positioning for Mercy, and that's going to continue the streak for Blue, man.
What needs to happen here on the red side in order to get some kills on this?
We got to see some sort of comp switch. I don't think the Ryan's going to work out. Ryan against Wrecking Ball, man, it's just he could drive through your shield. It's just going to be too much.
Yeah, they need something that's going to break this. I haven't played it with the Wrecking Ball just yet, so I'm not really sure how we're going to counter that. What's it going to be? A Reaper? Is it a Junkrat? What's it going to take to get this going for red?
I want to see Farah, man. I think Farah is the key play here. I want to see the swaps, because it's just, he's going to wreck, pun intended. He's just going to go through these guys. He's uncontested right now. No one's really responding. Oh, let's see if he can roll out.
We're switching over to Fancy Strip as she jumps onto the Winston. Right now, it's kind of a mess over here on the point as Lyric goes down to Mixomatosis. They're trying to D-Mech Diva. She's getting pretty low. The pressure's on her, and down goes the D-Mech, but she does have the self-destruction. She uses it. That D-Mech's the opposing Diva, and the kills just continue to pour in for Hot Dog Sandies.
Hey, it's anyone's game, though. You know, you have the Hot Dog Sandies up by 6, but they could come back. It's maybe a comp switch. Oh, no!
Oh, no!
The Wrecking Ball kill, man. That's what I like to see.
You know, this is what's going to be so interesting about seeing Wrecking Ball in actual competitive play, right? Like, so many people haven't really played against him. Not everyone's on the PTR. No one really knows what to expect, and he just comes in like a Wrecking Ball. Shout out to Miley. But, you know, it's just like one of those interesting things as we see the Valkyrie here for Lyric, trying to keep Soul up, keep him fully healed. Soul's been having himself a game.
It's exciting, and he's very destructive. You know, he can interrupt pretty much an entire team by himself. I want to see Wrecking Ball take a little more advantage of this middle area with the statue where you can kind of roll around infinitely. I want to see if he can get some picks from that. But they're still up, and now it's an even bigger stagger. It's 10 kills apart, man. I don't know if they're going to come back at this point.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and it's really interesting to see what's going on here because, you know, it doesn't look like No Sandwich Dog is going to be able to actually group up and take them on in a fight. They're pretty staggered right now. The LNL just keeps falling time after time after time. Soul, I don't think he's even died. I mean, I'm not even sure what's going on.
Oh, he's been pretty much uncontested, and we're not really seeing the Widow picks
that we
were seeing in the beginning.
The Hammond, I've been waiting to see this for a while. It's sitting there on the right side of the point as Winston jumps right through them and takes all that damage, really for no reason.
Yeah, I don't think Winston's
But Cranberry
Dad
does seem to get the pick on Smackboy and Lyric of Wisdom. So there goes trickling a couple kills in for No Sandwich Dog. But down by 10 kills, we're not really sure where this is actually going to go and take place. The Valk is up, but Mixomatosis is trying to get Lyric. Doesn't seem to get there. There he goes. Headshot. Down goes the Mercy. Self-destruct coming in from Curie Queen. Things are kind of popping off over the place with 3 kills left for Hot Dog Sandies.
Yeah, it's going to look like the game's going to come to a close soon. Widow is being more contested, especially by Wrecking Ball, and that's exactly what I like to see. Mercy being pressured again. Oh, that's going to be another kill. Wrecking Ball getting the confirm.
We got 2 kills left for Hot Dog Sandies to take the win, and for me to get that much closer to being right.
It's looking like game over, man. I don't know. Mercy. Oh, no.
Mercy stuck once again, getting caught out of position, but managed to get safely put away thanks to Mixomatosis. But Cranberry goes down. Mixomatosis gets 2 quick picks here. Really exciting stuff, but with 1 kill left for Hot Dog Sandies, it looks like this one's going to come down to a quick end. But Curio Queen killing Fancy Shrimp. Pretty tight here. We're only down by 8 kills. Let's see what happens here. Mixomatosis takes out Soul. Looks like we see a small comeback coming on here, but the D-Mech, Mixomatosis, another kill. We're having a comeback, but there it is.
Wow.
The final kill coming in for Hot Dog Sandies.
From the minefield, too. The Wrecking Ball. Man, that was so hype. We got the Junker skin, too. Exciting first match, man.
Yeah, and let's talk about this match a little bit more.
Absolutely.
I mean, we saw some amazing Widowmaker plays from Mixomatosis, but the real MVP of this match, it had to be Soul on the Hammond.
I have to agree, man. As someone who's a huge Wrecking Ball supporter, it was pretty hype. I want to see more swinging plays. He managed to get in Widow's face toward the end, which I really like to see. You know, Wrecking Ball has this dive potential. I think we saw a lot of it, which is really exciting. I want to see more next game from both sides. More Wrecking Ball, please.
Yeah, I mean, but also not just Wrecking Ball, but how would Doomfist fare against him? I mean, is the rollout overpowering the Fist?
That's a good question. I would have to. I think it's a pretty even matchup overall. On that map, I think Wrecking Ball would kind of destroy him a bit. And coming up on the next match, on Necropolis, I don't think Wrecking Ball is going to fare well at all. He doesn't have a lot of open space to move around. I think we're going to see a lot more Diva picks. I think this is another Widow-centric map for sure. I think we're going to see snipers from both sides because both snipers can be pretty much uncontested on that high ground here.
Right.
So we're going to look for a lot of that. As far as tank picks, maybe dive tanks, maybe some Diva, maybe some Winston.
That'd be really interesting to see because you know from what we understand about some of these players like Elnell, she's obviously gonna be playing later on during the 66 LSV match. So the big thing is here for her is to not die as much. She was getting picked off a lot, although she had a lot of places for for things to fly to. She had myxomatosis to be able to go and like avoid death.
Yeah.
But the bigger issue here for her is it's really running away. I mean, when you're up against Hammond, you're up against a diva. I mean, where are you going?
There's nowhere to go, man. You have flight, but besides that, you got to go battle mercy if you want to save yourself. But it's just it's rough of a dive, man. You have 2 dive tanks. What are you supposed to do? It's rough. It's a rough life being a mercy player. I'm telling you.
You don't need to tell me. I'm stuck in the pit holes of competitive play forever. But not just that, but like. I feel like we needed a little bit more of a mobile support player, whether that be like a Lucio play, maybe an Amora play. We've seen that out of LNL before. So getting caught in those kinds of predicaments as a mercy player, I mean, they weren't even getting value out of the res.
Or maybe not a mercy swap, but maybe a DPS swap. Maybe go Pharah instead to have challenge the tanks a little more. Hammond has no response to Pharah. He can't get in her face at all. And if Mercy's up in the air, Diva's really the only one that has a statement to
right, and you force the character switch. You're losing to a certain character. You make that switch, but we're going to have to see if, what we're going to do going forward. But... what's really exciting to see here with the Hammond is actually the also return of the summer series. I'm a big fan of those summer Overwatch League skins.
I can't wait, man.
It's high tide.
I am so excited. I am praying that Hammond gets a beach ball skin.
I mean, it seems appropriate, doesn't it?
I can only ask. Please, Blizzard, hear my cries. Hear my cries for a glorious skin. It's going to be fun. I'm excited. I think it starts in August, early August. Should be cool.
Yeah, awesome. So it looks like we're about to get ready for map number 2.
Awesome.
Here we go. Like as we discussed before, Hot Dog Sandy took game 1. I'm one step closer to being right about this. But here we are on Necropolis. I love this map. You have those really nice high grounds up top on both sides of the field. You have that nice big pit hole on the side and big boot potential over on the sides.
It's a really interesting map because one side of the map has complete environmental kill potential, and you could see Hammond get over there and knock people off. You could see Diva do it as well. You also have the pit in the middle, which also makes it kind of awkward for Wrecking Ball to maneuver and get around on the map. So I have to question where he's going to find those spots where he could start swinging. And we're starting to see it right now. He's starting to experiment on the points. And here we go. It's the first kill of the match. Widow making a statement on Lyric.
Yeah, Myxomatosis is here for the comeback and revenge. He definitely showed up in the first match. Wants to do a little bit more here for his team because, like I said, they did not come up with an answer for the Hammond yet. As we look at their composition here, we have Reinhardt, Diva, Mercy, and Widowmaker for No Sandwich Dog. And meanwhile, over on this Hot Dog Sandies, we have a Zenyatta, Diva, Mercy, and Hammond.
Yeah, and we're seeing Widow take super crazy advantage of this Rhine shield. A lot of coordination from No Sandwich Dogs. That could be a little bias on my end, but the Reinhardt is really helping out right now. We do have the Wrecking Ball swinging around, which is really exciting.
And that's another pick on Lyric of Wisdom. So that's twice now she's been caught. Losing your Mercy that early on in a fight, it's not going to bode well for your team.
No, it's not going to look that good. She is close to ult. We are really close to seeing a Diva ult here. Ryan does have Shatter, but where is he really going to get it on such a huge map like this?
Not only that, but Infrared's up, so we're going to be able to find... There goes the Shatter, and there goes the Diva Bomb. Doesn't really quite connect, so both tank ults down for No Sandwich Dog. Hot Dog Sandwich, still looking for their first kill. What's going on here?
It's not looking good. I think we got to see a comp switch at this point. You're down 6 kills. You got to swap something up. You got to try something different. I am going to say I don't think Wrecking Ball is going to work a lot here.
And the first kill comes through from Fancy Trip on the self-destruct over L now. But Reinhardt going down awesome. Fancy Trip she's like, you know what? I'm going to do this myself.
She's popping off, baby.
Yeah, but Mixo, with the quick response of 2 kills of his own.
I think we are down a player right now.
Yep, taken down. Looks like we are going to have to pause this matchup. It looks like we lost someone to a disconnect. Not a problem.
That's rough.
Yeah, we're going to pause this for now. But you know what? Looking at what we were talking about before, the big issue really has come down to the teams not switching. The big problem with that is that when you don't switch, you're not forcing the opposition to really come in and make a response to what you're looking to do.
Yeah, man, it's like a game of chess. You got to swap things up, and it's a back and forth swap. But when you're losing and you're not switching, there's no reason for the other team to change at all, and that's just what's going to come down to. I don't think Wrecking Ball is going to work here. I really don't think this is a good map for him. I think D.Va is going to excel a lot. I think Mercy will also excel a lot. It really is a mobile map. You know, that high ground is so incredibly valuable. But Wrecking Ball really didn't have the potential to get up there as quickly. Maybe a Winston pick. I know Sol is a Winston main.
Right, which I'm surprised we still haven't seen it. Like, give me the monkey. I'm all about Winston play. Like, I'm such a fan of Winston. I'm such a fan of Sol playing Winston, as a matter of fact.
I want to see it.
Like, give it to me, Sol. Let's do this. But on top of that, like, in a map like this, it's so important. Like, just like the last one, we need more mobility from some of these heroes. Like, these slow, like, even the Reinhardt pick, also kind of suspect if you ask me. Like, there's not much space for him to move around, really to go out there and get some kills without the teams bunching up. So if your opposition's, you know, completely, like, out in the open, like, again, Farah, shout outs to Farah, where are my projectile players in this game right now?
I want to see him. The Reinhardt worked, though. I will say the Reinhardt worked, especially because the Widow took incredible advantage. Mixo really staying behind the shield, and it worked. No one was able to contest him. No one could get behind it.
And that's, again, due to the failure of having non-mobile heroes on the side of Hot Dog Sandwich. You know, like, without that, they're not going to be able to really contest. Because all you really have at that point was a D.Va player who was too busy trying to, you know, take away some of the damage that was getting, you know, putting down on front by the D.Va. Because if the D.Va leaves to go after the Widowmaker, their team's exposed. They didn't have an answer to protect the Mercy and the Zenyatta.
It's tough. Yeah, I think we need to see a little more coordination in comps. I think callouts were going pretty well. I think the players were really actively focusing supports and the people that were vulnerable. But, you know, sometimes it really is the compositional switch that's going to make or break the game. And I think that's what we have to see from Hot Dog Sandy's.
Yeah. No, for sure. And you know, another thing, it looks like we're actually going to go ahead and restart this match.
Lucky break.
Yeah, I mean,
pretty lucky break.
Hot Dog Sandwich is coming out with the sweaty close one. You know what I'm saying? Because with the nice map restart, it's always going to make it nice and easy for people to, you know, go ahead and you know, redo this one all together.
So we're going to try it again. Maybe Hot Dog Sandwiches start thinking about switching up the team a little bit?
Yeah, I hope during this short break that they're having that they're actually going to go ahead and talk about the compositions. They can be getting so much more value out of so many other different heroes. We keep preaching about this Farah. I'm going to preach to the choir as high as she flies because, like, we need that out there. So, you know, it's really important that, you know, we get some more Farah play. Show me a pharmacy. I want to see a pharmacy. I want to see the combating hit scan. I don't want to see as much tank play. You know what? Get rid of the tanks. I don't want to see them right now. This is team deathmatch. I want kills. I want ults.
I am going to say, despite the fact that Winston will work better, I want to see as much Hammond play as I can, man.
Yeah.
I want to see some destructive Wrecking Ball kills. I want to see Minefield kills. Show this character off, man. He's so hype. People need to see the potential. He's so fun, and everyone needs to see it. Shouts to Sol for playing him. I do want to see Mixo have a bit of a challenge. I want to see the Farah Mercy give him a run for his money. Let's see those sniping skills, man.
Yeah.
Let's see him.
Challenge the man. Make him sweat. Make him work. I want to see it. I want to see Mixo on the right side of that kill cam.
Especially because, you know, we have a lot of hit scan buffs coming up in future patches, so it's going to be bye-bye for Farah for a bit. I don't think she's going to be meta for a while, so now's the chance to play her.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching, you know, play Farah now before she becomes obsolete.
And
Get
looks
on
like
her.
we're getting ready to start up this Necropolis all over again, and here we go. So we're gonna hang here. We're gonna wait to see what kind of any changes, if at all, you know, to the compositions. Not really quite sure what we're gonna actually get. I'm really hoping that we get something different.
Hot Dog Sandy's down like 10 kills at the start of that game. You got to be thinking, like, what's going wrong? What isn't working here? If it's not the callouts, like, what heroes can I flex on to change the game? What really is it that I could do for my team? Like, how can I swap? What am I doing differently? I think the callouts have been working pretty well. I think, for the most part, the players have been focusing targets. And here we go, right off the gate. Oh, wait, we're going to pause again. An early 2 kills for Hot Dog Sandy's, though, right out of the gate.
Yeah, and you know what? But that was just a little test run, making sure everything's going fine. We're about to restart the match. You know, we're just waiting for the cue from the team over here on there. Looks like someone had to go take care of some tech issues, and that's fine. That stuff happens. You know, because we do today have people both at home and here in studio. So someone at home had an internet issue where their internet kind of went down. Shout outs to the homies. But you know, again, we are here in the flagships Microsoft store here on 5th Avenue in New York City in the esports studio. I wish everyone here can see this. This is absolutely beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's a gorgeous studio, and I'm happy to be here, surrounded by people that really made 5DV come out. It's exciting, you know, starting from very, very small grassroots, and we're growing, man. And hopefully, I get to see a lot of people this week who support us. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, for sure. And what's really been awesome about seeing the growth of 5DV over the time is kind of the impact that we've had on the league. You know, both on the local level of Overwatch, and I think pretty much on the international level, because I think there's not one group in this world who doesn't know about us. You know, but looks like the lobby's nice and active and ready to rock and roll. We're about to get started, and here we go. Looking at the competitions right off the back. Whoa. Immediately out of the gate.
Hold on, wait. We've triple support with a Winston in a 4v4. This is whack. This is a crazy comp. A complete swap from last game, and the sleep dart from across the map. Are you kidding me? That is insane.
Smackboy heard your call for a challenge.
Oh my god.
And he answered with a sleep dart, and down goes Mixamatosis.
On one of the slimmest targets in the entire game. That's impressive. You got to give him some credit for that.
Yeah, and here's what we were talking about before. Getting some mobility, Lyric of Wisdom on the Lucio, getting over to that Widowmaker as fast as she could to make sure they clean up the kill. So maybe the triple support's going to work.
Yeah, we have double support on the other team. It's support meta, man. It's just crazy. Mercy Discord, she's going to go down. Great coordination from the Zenyatta.
Yeah, and Soul right there to clean it up. Thank you, Soul, for playing the Winston. I've been waiting for this, you know, for a little while now.
It's exciting. His main's back.
Yeah, for sure. And here we go. Mixamatosis all over the Lucio, going after it. But Lucio seems to get away just barely with their life.
Slippery target, man.
All in there, jumping on to the Mercy. Mercy going away. No one's died yet because of all the healing that's going on right now.
Yeah, and it really is just a sort of stamina battle. Winston nanoed now. Oh, we might see some huge kills.
Yeah,
Mercy
has
nowhere to go. Nowhere, absolutely.
And an interesting transcendence here, and a sleep onto the Tracer, but not enough damage to get the kill. But down goes Mixamatosis and Smackboy.
For those of you who watched our home front game against Lone Star Vanguard, Smackboy is the sleep dart master. He could sleep nanoed Genjis for days, and he's making it work right now. He's got a kill on Mercy. He's popping off, man.
Yeah, Coalescence coming out here from Cramordap, trying to keep his team up, do a little bit of damage. No one really falls for Hot Dog Sandy's as the fight continues. We see the Brigida now from L now. Shout outs to Great Root Beer on this play here.
Whoa, wait, hold on. We have the Doomfist swap too? We got the Doomfist and Briggs stun
It's almost like they listened to us during the intermission and they said, we want some more kills.
Oh my god, this is
Give
exciting.
the crowd what they want in Fancy Stream with the 2K on the Zenyatta play.
She's popping off. That's that's a team wipe for Fancy Shrimp. She got Diva out of mech too. It's all Zen. It's all Zen right now.
You know what else pops off besides Fancy Shrimp? 5 Deadly Venoms Homefront Initiative. Make sure you guys go in and check out the universitysettlement.org/5DV link to donate today.
Absolutely.
Not just today, but every day here on Afterward.
All week.
But checking back in on what's going on in match, it looks like we had a self-destruct kill from Curio onto Fancy Shrimp. Trying to get a little bit of payback here as No Sandwich Dog trying to get some kills. Picks up the kill on Smackboy. I'm loving this Doomfist play.
I mean, we have to talk about the fact that Smackboy almost got himself out of a 4v1 situation with the sleep dart and the anti-grenade. That was pretty sick.
Yeah,
but now we have the Primal Rage coming in, and we might see some huge kills.
On the Brigida, and Lyric gets 2 on this one.
Wow.
And here goes Doomfist going for the ult.
The Transcendence
with the save. And here he goes. Doomfist kind of stuck in no man's land right here.
Yeah, trying to use got nowhere to go. Yeah, and he's going to be a sitting duck right now.
But Diva comes in for the help, gets the quick D-Mech. Brigida's a little late to the show, but down they go. Down goes Curio's Queen Mech. Not really sure what's going to happen here. Looks like the reset really favored Hot Dog Sandwich.
I mean, we're seeing a lot more coordination from Blue this game. You have the Winston diving targets, the Zenyatta almost always discording the same targets. It's working a lot better for them than it was game 1. And
yeah, for sure.
If you look, you have the Winston almost at another Primal Rage. There's so much coordination here. They're making everything work. I don't think the Doomfist is working as well as I thought it would.
It looks like L now is using the rally, but the problem is, even with the Doomfist, they're so quick with the Lucio, right? And they have so much healing.
And the big stand corrected. The commentator's curse. He gets a double kill and a triple.
He gets Winston as well. Shout outs to Mixamatosis and Cramordap with the cleanup on Lyric. I am loving what I'm seeing here right now in this matchup.
I got called out a bit. I got called out as soon as I said the Doomfist wasn't working. Gets 3 kills. I should just stop talking for a bit.
I mean, hey, keep talking because that makes that helps your case, right? Because you know what? That's fine with me. If you don't want talking, let your side get the wins. That's cool with me. That just proves to the point that hot dogs are sandwiches.
Oh wait, we got the Nano Doomfist now. I don't know if he's going to get any
Looking to connect with
converts off
something,
this,
but
though.
doesn't really get to hit anything. The punch doesn't quite reach on that one. Looks like he's running a little low. Oh, but he comes up out of nowhere to jump on Fancy Shrimp for the kill. We have a tie game.
This triple support, you know, they're coordinating well, but this Doomfist is starting to pop off. They need some response.
Yeah, it looks like Soul uses the Primal Rage to go in and get some kills of his own. Takes out Brigitte. Kiro Queen Aldo taking out Smackboy, but Transcend is coming out a little bit late if you ask me. But it seems like it's working out as Soul gets another kill on Crammerdap.
Yeah, they're going to use the Transcendence, and they're also going to use the Nano Boost. But, oh, okay, Soul does manage to get up 2 kills at the end, but he's also going to get taken out. And this is a really close
And another
game.
double kill for Mixamatosis. Coming in, popping off. They're trying to get the Zenyatta who's won. Down goes Fancy Shrimp. Look at this. Now it looks like No Sandwich Dog coming in and take the lead.
Oh, they're coming back. Yeah, and the coordination's really there. Doomfist is on fire. He's been getting a ton of ults. Ults, I think, every 30 seconds or so. It's insane. And he's converting off of all of them.
Yep, and big shout outs to Elnell. It looks like what's happening is, you know, the rallying, the shields from Brigitte is really helping the team as
The
they're diving
shields are
in.
working.
Because it looks like, oh, and here's the Pharaoh play. They're listening to us, guys. They are listening to the casters for a
We
change.
need to talk about how brave Smackboy is here for a second. Let's pause and acknowledge that on the other team, we have not only a Widow, but a Diva and an Ana as well, and he's challenging all 3 of them. Oh, but he swaps off.
Yeah, he got
Swaps.
2 early kills, but gets picked right away by Mixamatosis, as we were suspecting. But he switches over to a Tracer, which is going to be really interesting when you're running into a Brigitte on the other side.
Absolutely. It's a bold move, especially because Brigitte can very instantly kill Tracer. But it doesn't seem like that's Leno's focus right now. You know,
Yeah,
Elnell,
oh, she's going for the bash right there, but missed it. So it looks like Smackboy lives to fight another day. But they're right next to her. I wonder if she sees him. She boots Fancy Shrimp out. But there goes the stun on Tracer, but the rewind to save his own life.
Oh, Zen just taken out, but the Diva was so low, and she manages to survive. It's still
Here
a
comes the
close
ride
game.
from Nell. We're zooming out here to get a bigger picture. Here comes the self-destruct from Diva, and it connects with nobody.
Yeah, we're not seeing big Diva bombs today, but hey, you don't know. She could pop off. It could come back. It's still a really, really tight battle. 23 kills apiece, man.
Yeah, with 3 minutes and 21 seconds of clock. 6 kills left for No Sandwich Dog. This is going to be really interesting to see how this one's going to shake out.
Oh, the double Deadeye!
I didn't even see the McCree switch.
Oh my god, the McCree swap, and he got ult insanely quickly.
Yeah, that had to have happened in less than 60 seconds, which is absolutely unbelievable.
Oh no, this isn't
here.
good for Zen. Completely alone. The Mercy Pocket, I don't even know if it's going to work. The Winston comes in to save the day, but Zen's got to really hide here. If he
Yeah,
wants to
neither
live.
team really doing damage, but Smackboy responding with the McCree of his own gets right onto the Diva. So let's see here who's the better cowboy.
Oh yeah. No one's really contesting right now. Oh, the headshot on Diva out of mech. And it's going to work. Oh, another headshot for Smack. He's making it
Smackboy
work.
is popping off, and here comes the res on Fancy Shrimp. They have numbers here for No Sandwich Dog.
Oh
and
my
here we go
God.
as Soul gets the pick on L now. Mix them a
It's down to the wire,
We're getting
dude.
down 2 kills left. It's a tie game, 28 to 28. Here comes the self-destruct for the kill. There goes 29 to 28 in favor of No Sandwich Dog. It's coming down to the wire here.
Oh, it's anyone's game.
The rally comes out for L now. No one's really sure where to go. Monkey looking low.
Deadeye!
And there it goes, and it looks like No Sandwich Dog takes the win on such
my
a tight
God.
game. Unbelievable here.
Oh my god. That was close.
What a game.
That was
I am
sick.
absolutely hyped up, and I hope you guys are too. That was absolutely unbelievable. I'm still jumping in my seat right now.
We saw some crazy swaps. We saw McCree swaps on both sides. We saw a Farah play against double hit scan, and it worked. I'm in shock. That was insane. That was actually nuts
and we
from
have
both
a
sides.
tie game, ladies and gentlemen. 1-1. But this begs the question as it continues. Is
Are
a hot
hot
dog
dogs-
a sandwich?
They're not, man. I'm going to prove you wrong. Team 2 just popped off hard right now. We just saw some crazy, crazy plays. I'm telling you, man.
I mean, we were talking about getting those switches in before. The switches are finally happening, which is leading to a lot more mix-ups on both sides.
Absolutely.
You know, people are over here. We can hear them screaming. The comms are going off in studio. Like, absolutely going off, and I'm loving it. You know, they're communicating, they're talking, they're hero switching to combat the opposition, which is exactly what we need. So we're getting ready for the third and final map. But what's the big thing that's going to be needed here for Hot Dog Sandwiches to take this one away?
I couldn't tell you, man. It was so down to the wire. I think both teams had really smart counter picks. They had really great coordination on Zenyatta discords. really, at this point, it's a matter of how well can you adapt, especially on a different map here. I don't know how well Widow's going to work, especially just in a 4v4 situation. I think McCree is deadly on Chateau, and McCree is easily the best hero on this map, in my opinion.
Honestly, I would love to see a Mei. I think Mei is really fun on Chateau. If you get someone stuck downstairs with the Blizzard, like, it's GG's.
It's the torture chamber, man.
I mean, that we might even see a Junkrat.
I want to see some different picks. Yeah, the DPS was pretty much for the most part it was either Tracer, McCree. I don't think we've seen any Genjis yet. We haven't seen any Reapers really. No Sombras.
Yeah, but you know what? Looking at some of the players that we have here, I'm not sure we have any Sombra players, but I know Cranberry Dap does like to favor into some Reaper play every once in a while. But it looks like he's opting out to go for the Hog.
Oh, this is a nutty comp here. Okay, so the game's going to start, and we do have Wrecking Ball on Chateau, and he doesn't really have too many places to swing around, so I'm not really sure where he's going to excel.
Yeah, for sure. And as right now, like, we're not seeing any main tank play. We have 2 off tanks, one on each team. An early kill opening up for No Sandwich Dog from Curio Queen onto Smackboy. And here's what we were talking about with the supports, right? Now we have Moira on both sides. We have an Anna as well for in Fancy Shrimp. The support play is gonna be really different this time around.
And we have to talk about Fancy Shrimp on the Anna. Gets a crazy sleep dart. Look at this team. Super coordinated. Everyone's together. The Moira healing is perfect right now.
Right.
They're making it work.
And the edge that they have going into that tunnel, when you have the nade and the orb from Moira, you're not dying down there.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And
like,
Hog...
Junkrat's not going to do enough.
No, he won't. But I don't think that the Wrecking Ball is really going to work as well as it could. I think maybe he should swap, maybe see a Roadhog pick,
but you know what?
Even a Reinhardt.
When you're up 2-1, I mean, you can do whatever you want, right?
Yeah, and that's another thing. There haven't even been that many kills. It's only 2-2. It's been how long's the game been going on for?
Yeah, and that's a testament to all the healing that's going on. Looks like Soul's going to go down, but here comes the big defensive buff that Hammond has to really keep himself in that fight. But he goes down anyway. Mixamatosis with 2 kills down underground.
And the minefield doesn't even really capitalize that much either. You don't get much off the minefield. It's not really going to work.
Yeah.
I think we need to see a swap. We do have the Smackboy Genji, which I was asking for. I did want to see the Genji pick, and we do have it. But the question is, really, how are these tanks going to fare?
Lyric kind of putting the closest on the floor. Somehow gets the kill on Fancy Shrimp, trying to keep up, Hammond. Looks like she was successful in that. They're pushing forward. We have the Genji swap over from Smackboy, which is really exciting to see. But Doomfist coming back with a vengeance. Taking out a whole Hog. Coming in from Camera Dad to try to get a couple more kills here. Looks like they're really pushing forward here on the No Sandwich Dog side. Hammond's kind of rolling around, not really sure where he's going with this one, as he's not really connecting with much. And down goes Camera Dad thanks to Smackboy.
Oh, we got the
game.
Blade coming out. Gets 2 kills so far. Oh no, I don't know if we're gonna make it work. The Doomfist, it's a fight. Doomfist, Moira. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, the Moira makes it work!
I thought she was dead after hitting the wall.
Oh my god, that was a savage play from Lyric. Insane. Oh, and gets another kill on Curie.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this downstairs play is where the fight's going to happen. If you can get control of this downstairs area or force the opposition outside of the downstairs area, that's when things are going to change for No Sandwich Dog. They need to start playing some ranged characters. They need to force the fight outside where they have a little bit more space to roam around. But Mixamatosis switches over to the Reaper to deal with this nonsense.
And he's making it work. He already responds to the Wrecking Ball, stops the Genji as well. Maybe now is the time to, focus Mixo and figure out how to stop this Reaper because he's just reckless now. There's no one able to stop him.
Smackboy getting out with his life just to join the fight and help out as LNL is stuck outside. About to go down, and down goes Mixamatosis as he gets dashed straight on through.
Great play. And it's a really close game 3 so far. This is anybody's game. Still a lot of kills to go, but hey, it's neck and neck, man.
Interesting self-destruct here, by Curio Queen. Not sure where she was going with that one. Might have gotten stuck up there because she was DMAC. A little bit of a panic there, but she could have held it. But Smackboy with the blade, getting Mixamatosis after he gets his 2K, but he's going down thanks to El Nell. This match, just as tight as the last one.
It's got to go down to last kill again. I mean, game 3, come on. You got to make it hype. It's close. Oh, Smack! No help there from Fancy Shrimp, and she makes it work. Stops the Roadhog, who just had to melee her, and she gets out alive.
Yeah, and chat, again, don't be afraid to let us know. Is a hot dog a sandwich? Let me know.
Type whoa, wait.
Welcome to the game, sir.
The triple kill whole hog? Oh my god. And that's actually going to be the deciding factor that brings them above. Crazy clutch play. Misses the hook, but still.
But doesn't matter. He just got 3 kills.
That was insane.
That was
an insane
absolutely
play.
unbelievable play. But oops, there goes Smackboy right across the stage to get over on
Yeah,
Mixamatosis.
Smack really showing he can flex. He's been playing a ton of heroes so far, and it's making them all work.
Yep,
Oh, and the blade's coming out from him. Let's see what he can do.
Oh.
Gets 2 kills so far.
But the self-destruct comes in for Kyrio to take out Lyric of Wisdom. And again, this one's close. It looks like every time one of these teams does an ult, they take the lead.
Yeah, and there's some crazy coordination from Hot Dog Sandy's right now. We're seeing some insane anti-grenades from Fancy Shrimp, and also crazy capitalization on these Dragon Blades as well.
Oh, Nano on the Hammond, going through, gets L now with the
Oh,
mines,
he
and
gets
gets 2 with the mines!
Minefield!
Let's go!
Oh my god, a perfectly placed minefield. That's gonna be
And Cole
another
lessons to
kill.
take out the Hanzo, and another D-Mech here from Hammond, as Kyrio Queen's kind of just floating in the air right now.
Might as well
Stuck.
stall a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Stall that kill, clean it up, get it
Oh,
right,
yeah, it's gonna
and there
do it.
she goes. 6 kills remaining for Hot Dog Sandy's.
this isn't good for my team, man.
What's it gonna take?
This isn't good. I don't know what we gotta
Hot Dog
see.
Sandy's.
No. Oh man, that is a suicide kill for Lyric. That's gonna take him down a point. That might help out the hot dog, the no hot dog sandwiches. But oh wait, another kill. Oh, it's close. It's really close.
I mean, Winston's on it. Winston's on that like a chicken bucket. You're right.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're all over that. Like, getting after it, going down for some grubs. You know, just eating nom 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 nom. Like, I mean, that's literally what Crammerdaff's out there doing, making this another close game.
Yeah, I mean, Lyric had 2 self-destructs, and that actually was a bit of a deciding
And
factor.
here it goes. They're taking the lead now. Comeback kids called the No Sandwich Dogs.
Oh my god, my team is coming alive. 6 kills away from this victory, man.
I mean, I think the Winston play is really what's doing it for them right
Absolutely.
now. The Winston's getting all over the supports. They have nowhere to really run, and they're pushing.
Oh, so low on the Brig. Oh, but the Moira's pocketing her. Oh, Brig down. Moira has to vanish. Get out of
Primal
there
Rage
somehow.
coming from Crammerdaff, trying to get some cleanup kills here, push the opposition back into his teammates as they only need 4 more kills to go. Down goes the mines from Hammond, getting some bombs, getting some good hits on Winston. Winston low at 46 up, down he goes. D-Mech Kyrio, she's dead.
Oh
Smackboy,
my
popping
God.
off. We have a new leader, and that is no
Oh, the
hot.
Brig! Oh, wow! And the coordination from Fancy Shrimp, she gets there in time. 3 kills away from Hot Dog Sandy's, man.
And Crammerdaff suicides and loses the kill.
Wow.
That is big for No Sandwich Dog. As 2 kills remaining for Hot Dog Sandy's. Let's go, one more. This one's about to be wrapped up here. Can you hear it? I can hear it. Hot dogs are sandwiches. It's
Oh,
coming down to the
no.
wire here.
Oh, no.
Who's going to get this last kill? I'm not sure. They're grouping up. They're bunching up. They're not trying to die here.
Yeah, the coordination's real. It's looking really rough for No Sandwich Dogs, man.
Each team both taking their time, taking their space, trying to get that poke until one of them gets the ult. That's going to be the deciding factor.
It really is just an opportunity to build up ults right now. You know, McCree and Moira are both going to get ults, and it's just going to be game once they start going in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure what's going on here. The poke battle is continuing. Everyone's nervous. I'm nervous. I'm on the edge of my seat, and you can't even see me. But down goes Brigitte. She's down. Everyone's diving, and there it is. And Hot Dog Sandy's takes
man.
the win.
Wow.
What'd I say?
It was a close set, man. I'll admit it. I'll admit it.
Can you give me the final verdict? Are hot dogs sandwiches? I need to hear you say it. Thank you. In studio, we're getting the yeses. Yes. And it's official, ladies and gentlemen, determined here at the flagship store of Microsoft on 5th Avenue in the eSports studio. Hot dogs are sandwiches.
Oh my god. Wow. A close set. That was a really close set, man. That was sick. Sick from both sides.
Yeah, honestly, absolutely a lot of fun. You know what? I'm going to have to agree with the cards here. I think Fancy Shrimp might have been the MVP of this match.
She popped off. She popped off hard.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some big plays from Hog. We saw some big plays from the McCree on both sides. Smackboy and Mixamatosis going back and forth. It was unreal.
Absolutely. I mean, close game. I was down to the wire. I was like 3-4 kills apart, man. That was sick.
Yeah, I mean, totally fun, total blast. You know what else is a blast? Roaming around New York City.
Hell yeah.
Because you know what? There's so many awesome, cool places in New York that you can go check out. And during my tour with the 5DV production crew, I went to this really sick place.
And what was that?
It was called Video Games New York. Now, Video Games New York is this really neat spot down in the Lower East Side, and that's going to actually be our next Alleyway and Avenue.
Cool. Let's check it out, man.
What's going on, y'all? Padromi again. We're here at Video Game New York on the corner of 6th and Cooper, accessible by the N or R train to Prince Browder Street. Video Game New York is an independent video game store that is home of hundreds of thousands of different types of video games, from Atari all the way to the most recent video games out right now. Now, if you're interested in looking for very peculiar games, whether they be American or import, Video Game New York's the place that you're gonna wanna go check out. Also, make sure you check out their website, videogamenewyork.com, where you can get exclusive insight on what kind of games they have coming in and at what price they're selling it for. Let's go check it out, guys. So we just went inside Video Game New York. As you can see, tons and tons of stuff inside. Really awesome help. Carell was super nice inside. Gave me a lot of insight and actually helped me find a game that I haven't played since I was probably like 7 years old. There was two guys, one was blue, one was red.
With the artwork from Ghost in the Shell.
Which is really, really awesome and an incredible customer experience. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. I definitely enjoyed the nostalgic feeling I was getting, looking at all the different old video games that really got my love for video games started. From all the old games I used to watch my father play to the games that I grew up playing myself. So 10 out of 10 experience. You guys should definitely go in there and check it out. Later, y'all.
Here in front of the Strand Bookstore on 828 Broadway. So Strand Bookstore, it is the biggest independent bookstore in America with about 2.5 million books. So there's a book for everyone. So not only can you pick up a book, you can pick up some guides to New York City, help plan your trip, and we'll be picking some books up ourselves today. Let's go. We just got done checking out the Strand Bookstore here in New York. Jeremy, what was your favorite thing that caught your eye?
I'd probably say the vinyl collection there. Of all the things that's actually in Strand, they actually have a pretty sweet vinyl collection, which I was totally into.
And Bane, what caught your eye?
Well, I don't know if we can show it on camera, but there was a really, really beautiful book of nude photography. I picked it up and I just sat there for a couple minutes breezing through it.
I just really enjoyed all the merchandise they actually have in there, such as the pins, so I can add them to my pin jacket. So if you're in the area and you get off at Union Square, you can come check out the Strand Bookstore here in New York.
We're back.
Welcome back. I'm here with the founding father of 5DV, the great Root Bear.
Founding father, that makes me sound so old. That's okay though. I got a couple years on some folks here. As I like to say, I'm very far outside of the demographic.
So we're gonna hit you guys with a quick Q&A. Pick
All
our
right,
brains
man.
a bit about New York City and what we're about, what to do here, where to go, what
Yeah.
to try.
I mean, New York's a funny place. So the first thing. So we got this question a lot. So the first one was, what do I do about parking? Okay, so basic rule, when you go into Barclays Center or you're trotting around the downtown area, my recommendation, and I like to think our general recommendation, is don't drive. Do not drive. And actually, when you get to Brooklyn, especially around Barclays Center, it's a bit of a mess. A lot of one-way streets, a lot of weird triangles. So my recommendation generally for folks who are trying to get to Barclays is stick to the trains, okay? And if you're staying in Manhattan, the 4 train is your friend. It's direct, straight shot. It's always express, unless it's not running, in which case we've got bigger problems. But focus on the 4 train. It's always your friend. And make sure you get off wherever you go. There's 2 exits that get off at Atlantic. There's one that's in the Atlantic Center. And then there's this weird, bizarre one that's a little bit to the northeast that you have to do a little corner, a little bit of a weird turnaround with. So just my recommendation is if you can stick to the 4 train, that's your friend. Do not drive.
Okay, gonna hit you with another one.
All right, man.
Best pizza in New York City.
Oh, man. Okay, so best pizza in New York City. That's always tricky because we got a pizza segment. And I don't agree with the pizza segment.
Well, let's hear it, man.
Okay. Best pizza in the city for me. I'm biased because it's close to home base at Waypoint, and I ate there a lot. It's Salugi's.
Why?
Yo, the square grandma slice, man. The grandma pie. Right? If you're coming to New York, and I know you are because Overwatch League Grand Finals, you got to get the grandma pie at Salugi's. And I would actually give honorable mention, honestly, just to like, because no one's going to argue about this. When you're in doubt, just go to Lombardi's.
That's fair, man.
Right?
Yeah, I would have to agree. I mean, you can't go wrong. New York City pizza, it's the best, man. You got to try it. If you guys are here for the week, you got to go to some of these spots. Crazy good, delicious pizza in the city.
For real. And real talk. So the average like kind of corner pizza from like a $1 roll and go in New York is going to be better than most slices you'll get in pretty much every other city in North America. So honestly, almost all of it's good. My general recommendation for anyone who's coming in and who's not had a New York pie before is this. One, get a pie, because they're not going to really sell you slices. Like, you don't get a fresh slice, really. You kind of have to order a pie, and it's always going to cost you like $20. They're not cheap. It's a lot more expensive than like your Domino's or your Papa John's. We don't like to talk about Papa John that much these days anymore. He's kind of a hot topic button, a hot button topic. But also go for a real simple slice. Just get like Mott's and basil, you're good to go. Go
man.
simple, don't go heavy on the meats, and you'll really appreciate what it is that we do with pizzas here.
Okay, for the week, entertainment, where do you go? What sites you check out? What do you do for fun around here, man?
Okay, so first, I would say you must go to Waypoint Cafe.
Absolutely.
Okay, it's at 65 Ludlow and the Lower East Side. So that's Lower East Side, south of Delancey. And south of Delancey means something for a lot of us who love this city. So definitely go check that out. Other spots, I would say, I'm not going to take away anything from all these vids that we've got, because actually you're going to see your favorite spots all in the highlights. Mm-hmm. But all that said, because we know people have a variety of things that they like to go check out in the city, we've actually set up a special community map, an Alleyways and Avenues custom Google community map, where we've pinned every single possible thing we can think people will want to check out. And we're going to put that on the Twitter feed towards the end of the show, and I'm going to pop it into the Twitch chat so everyone can see that. So there's a ton there, but my personal favorite, you got to go to Chinatown, and you got to go check out USA Shaolin Temple if you are available on the weekend to go check out a trial class on the Sunday, okay? You will have to contact them ahead of time. But, we're going to be eating a lot. We're going to be drinking a lot. We're going to be sitting a lot.
Absolutely, man.
Come in and go check out Shaolin Temple. It will be the craziest experience of your life, and you will be a dirty, sweaty mess, but it will be awesome.
We got to do it. Do it up. All right. Who do you have winning Grand Finals this week?
Oh, Grand Finals. Okay.
Bias aside.
Honestly, I'm not sure. My short answer is I have no idea.
Me neither, man.
I've been struggling with this, right? I mean, you and I have talked, game mentality, game sense, strategies, and nothing makes sense anymore. I always tell people, after I saw the Boston waterfall, when they all came out of the front door, I'm like, wait a minute, the Boston waterfall at Junkertown made me go, everyone's doing totally crazy things right now. So I'm clueless, man. But what do you think? I mean, any edges? What about Fury? I mean, Fury's been tearing things up, and even as like the average, as the troll Brigitte player in every single game, because that is my role. I only play Brigitte. But really, what do you think of guys like Fury? Because he's stepped up and he's become a beast.
I mean, he's stepping up hard, but you need to look at the Fusion. They just beat, I would say, the best team in the league. Yeah. New York is, despite the loss, they're the best team in the league.
Yeah, I mean, strats aside, pure mechanics, gameplay, and just general mentality, the team can beat you on that front, and they managed to take them down.
And it wasn't too close either. It was a pretty destructive set. You've got all the momentum going to this week, man. You've got players like EQO popping off, Poco throwing out those insane diva bombs. It's looking unstoppable. I love London. They came back from two bad waves, two stages of just losses and not looking good.
Oh, yeah.
And they came back, and they made it work somehow. They completely changed their mentality, their focus. The team played 110%, and now it's just a clash of these two titans who have completely blown me away.
Absolutely.
It really is going down to the wire, and I would have to put my money on Fusion, but it's going to be a close set, man.
I think it'll be a close set, and I have to say, working off what you just mentioned, I have to say it's mighty impressive what London's pulled off. The team was in quite a bit of disarray. There was a massive amount of changes. We saw the roster changes. huge amount of sort of quote unquote benchings and cuts
Yeah.
towards the end. But what I've always found fascinating is, and maybe you've seen this in some of her Twitter posts, Susie Kim's done some interesting things around that squad.
I love Susie.
You know,
She's great.
basic things. Look, not for nothing. Basic things like how to tell people, don't leave dishes in the sink. Okay, don't leave dishes in the sink. And using like, you know, Ryan from like a Cow Talk to make, you know, mention that point. But what's been really interesting about that though is that it takes a lot in terms of culture and community to come back from that.
Oh, yeah.
Like to come back from that kind of system. So, you know, like I'm really looking forward to it. And I give a lot of credit to the organization at Spitfire for getting that team back together. And I think we're going to have a really good show.
Absolutely.
Now with that, I think we are getting ready for our next special tour that you're going to see. So let's kick that up, guys, and see what's cracking.
Yeah, let's see him.
All right, peace.
So it's probably no surprise that 5 Deadly Venoms happens to know a little bit about Chinatown. But I'm gonna take you somewhere real special that runs deep in the history of New York City and is actually one of the most fascinating parts, I think, of Chinatown. Sawyer Street, AKA the Bloody Angle. There have been more murders here on this corner than anywhere else in the city, according to the New York Times. But the reason I love this is that Sawyer Street and the Bloody Angle has some of the most important history about Chinatown, all within this kind of few meters. This was the heart of the Chinatown gang wars. The Hip Sing Tong, the On Leong Tong, they used to go to war here along with the four brothers, and they would literally go and fight with hatchets, which is where that term hatchet man comes from. It's actually from the fights that used to happen here. I'm gonna take you in. So what you see right here is a little curiosity shop. Now this store is real famous because it's been here for years and years and years. What people always forget is that this used to be part of the heroin trade here in New York City. But now they just sell statues, they don't sell so much heroin. So over here, you see a building that just looks like a restaurant these days. The 5 Sawyer Street has some deep history. That used to be the Chinatown Theater, where there was one of the most infamous gang assassinations of all time here in the Chinatown neighborhood that then kicked off almost, I think it was 30 years of gang warfare here in the city. But now, the place I've wanted to take you, Tasty Hand-Pulled Noodles Incorporated. So now that we're here, why don't we grab a seat, get something to eat. You know, back in the day, you'd occasionally walk by these storefronts and you'd hear this slapping, right? Because one of the most common ways to prep the dough for the noodles is that they kind of twist and slap and they're always hitting the steel table. This place is particularly special for me though, because a lot of the students from USA Shaolin Temple, after we do our big testing sessions, we'd all come here totally drained of energy and just eat a whole lot of noodles and drink a whole lot of soup. And this is always sort of a small place we kind of get away to as a crew and to sort of reflect upon the lessons that we learned at the temple and ease some of the bruises that we had on our bodies. The best things about these soups and why we used to come here all the time after the temple is that we could never really agree on what we wanted. So like all of us just got like order number 1 because it's really like the most Chinese of soups. But the best thing is they got knife cut noodles here. So you won't see them prepare it, but they take like a hooked blade, it looks like a cleaver. But the cool thing about the knife cut noodle, it's exactly what you think it is. It's kind of this weirdly shaped, kind of inconsistently shaped noodle, which just is really nice because what ends up happening is because the noodle has different textures and thicknesses and densities all the way throughout, it actually has a lot to like the actual eating experience. It's not so chewy, sometimes it is, but it gives a little bit of like, you know, good mouthfeel in that weird, creepy way that people say mouthfeel when they talk about food, but it's like got a good mouthfeel. I'm not going to say that anymore though, because that's just making me feel really weirded out. All right, so we just had some great tasty hand-pulled noodles incorporated. Now I'm going to take you to a couple more of my additional haunts. But one of the baddest places you'll ever find is right here. It's Boklei Trading, and it is the place where you get all your martial arts supplies when you're downtown here in Chinatown. So if you need a sword, if you need to get a kind of discount, not so great shi knife or kendo, or you just want to get some great books of martial arts, this is the joint you're going to go to. Now I'm going to show you my favorite park, which incidentally was the first park I came to when I moved here to New York. I came to this park for one reason and one reason alone. I had to use the bathroom. But more importantly, Columbus Park is pretty wild because it's sort of this cultural hub for a lot of what Chinatown is and what you're going to find when you come here to see what New York style of Chinese culture is. So you find a lot of folks playing different games, tabletop all at the bottom, and up top, in that gazebo, you typically find people practicing boxing, kung fu, and all sorts of crazy things, because that's what you do in Columbus Park. But I never called it Columbus Park. I always called it Sun Yat-sen Park, because in this park, we have the glorious statue of Sun Yat-sen, with of course that famous inscription, Tian Xia Wei Gong, all under heaven are equal. And if that ain't something that works for the 5 Deadly Venoms, I don't know what does. So Columbus Park is pretty wild because it's got the turf pitch. So what you'll find here is a lot of people come here, it's a lot of soccer leagues, basketball courts, etc. But back in those darker days of Chinatown, gunshots would ring out sometimes at night. I had a friend who grew up in this area, and when they played ball, it'd be like 6 o'clock at night, they're shooting some hoops, and then pop, pop, pop. What happened? They hit the deck, check to make sure everyone's okay, and get back to playing. That tells you how much this area has changed. And that's a beautiful thing about New York. It's always in flux and it's always evolving. But if you want my personal opinion of one, and you need a dumpling store to go to, the dumpling store you go to is at 42 Mulberry, and it is Tasty Dumpling. And it is exactly what you think. The dumplings are tasty and they are dirt cheap. You usually get a plate for about $3. It's good enough for me, good enough for students, I'm all good. Now, the last stop on our tour of Chinatown, courtesy of yours truly, Great Root Bear, is actually going to be at the first place where I really discovered what it was to be a member of this community, and that is the beautiful city of New York. What you have right here is the USA Shaolin Temple. The Shaolin Temple is a really, really unique place because what a lot of people don't realize is that Shaolin Kung Fu is based on Chan Buddhism. But why it's important is that what Shufu teaches is what he calls action meditation, sharpening your blade. Because Kung Fu is just meditation, and people don't realize that. See, they want to think that it's all about fighting arts, looking great, being awesome, and it is. But the most important aspect of Shaolin Kung Fu is that you are strengthening your mind, you're strengthening your heart. And a lot of those values are what I tried to put into the 5 Deadly Venoms. I mean, look, Waypoint's just around the corner from here, and having the temple here, and where was my home for a long time, was one of the reasons we took the name 5 Deadly Venoms. But we're gonna get inside so you can see just a little bit of one of the most unique places here in New York that if you have a chance to drop by for a trial class, if you're here for a week, I encourage you to check it out. You'll find nothing else in the world like it. So I hope you enjoyed this little historical tour of Chinatown. No, it wasn't all of New York. I know I said I promised a whole bunch of New York spots, but the other Venoms are gonna have that covered for you. But from me to you, I just wanna say thank you so much for watching. And if you have any questions about coming down to Chinatown, rocking it out with the crew, just find us on Twitter at NYXL_Venoms. Otherwise, you can always find us in the local meetup section of the NYXL Discord. So once again, this is Great Root Bear, also known as Rich, saying peace and amitofo. I'll catch you later.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here once again at the flagship Microsoft store here on 5th Avenue in New York City, located inside of the esports studio. Right now, I'm now joined by the wonderful Bane. What's up, Bane?
Hello. Hi.
Yeah, and we're here once again just to remind everyone of the Homefront initiative. Bane, hit us with that link one more time.
www.universitysettlement.org/5DV.
Yeah, and this is the moment we've been waiting for. The showcase match, the comeback, the
El Clasico.
El Clasico. Yeah. So like here we are, we have LSV versus 5DV, the comeback, the rematch. Winner takes all.
There you go. Now, so on 5DV we have Elnell Fancy Trip on support, and you have Curio Queen and Soul on tank, and you have Javion, who by the way is at Homefront FFA on Thursday. He will be playing on LAN, and then also finally wrapping up is Mixomatosis.
Yeah, for sure. And Javion is going to be playing for that $10,000 prize.
That's a lot
cash
of money.
prize.
Cash
monies. Give me that.
Hard green cash.
Yeah, for sure. And what's really going to be interesting here is that it looks like we're actually going to have a pause. Yep. Hey, Gabe. Bye, Gabe. So, yeah. So, we're about to get this match started. Shout outs to Javion, who's going to be representing 5 Deadly Venoms, representing the New York scene in Overwatch. I mean, this guy came onto the crew early on the stage because he was like, yo, I want to play. And we're like, dude, you GM, do you really want to hang out with us? He was like, yeah, yo, I'm all about NYC. I'm like, bet, fam. So we went out and we did it, and that's what's up. That's what this local scene's all about. That's what it's all about being 5DV. This is about community. This is about friendships. This is about Overwatch.
It's bringing about people together who never really had an opportunity to express their passion for esports and for gaming. Like, I grew up in New Jersey. Sorry. Sorry, everyone, but had to say it. But when I heard about 5 Deadly Venoms, like, this is it. This is people I actually can connect with that, as much as I love hanging out with people online, these people I can reach out to, hang out with, physically have laughs with. It's totally like a new experience, just actually having a physical community.
It is nuts.
Sounds.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound weird at all because this is what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
It's about taking these online connections and bringing them home, bringing them local, bringing them face to face, right? Because, no one goes out of their way to be a jerk in person, right? Like nobody.
Nobody. Hopefully. Not me, not you.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody. Right, like people come from all over to attend 5DV events. We've had people from Austria, London,
really?
California, Florida. Shout outs to the homies from North Carolina. All right, like everyone comes from all over the place to come to watch Overwatch together.
And that is a not completely novel idea, but it's new specifically to esports with Overwatch League, the whole city-based franchise.
Yep, and we're about to get this match started. For LSV, we have Cress and Dakara on support. We have Badger, who is one of their GM players. Shout outs to the homie Badger, because Badger showed up the last time we played against LSV. We got a couple boos in the back, but these guys really love Badger. We also have True, who's probably going to be rocking on the main tank here. Noodles, who we faced against last time as well, and Beta. Beta, who, from what I can remember, really popped off the first time these two teams met.
Right, so you have the traditional Orisa, Diva, and Widow Junkrat comp.
Yep.
So you have, so the thing about Orisa is you want to set up your shield in very specific places, and you want your team to be behind you. You want everyone to be rotating with you because that shield is so important. So when you have Orisa versus Ryan, you're trying to win the shield battle.
Yeah, for sure. And what's going to be really interesting to see here is as the pokes start coming in, they're really trying to go for it and try to get someone to, get some picks off here. Looks like the res comes out early from Darkada on Cress as they are trying to push forward and get some space. Looks like 5DB starting to pull back a little bit more, giving them a little bit more room to run. Cress is going to get the heal off on Badger here. They're pushing forward, and here goes the first death for True. Fancy Shrimp, playing that awesome Zenyatta as we know her to do, she showed us during that 4v4 match. Now going forward, it looks like LSV is starting to back up a little bit more.
Yeah, and you see their Hanzo has the dragon, so they're probably gonna wait. No, they shouldn't wait for their grab. She only has 40%, but 5DV supports do have double support ults, so they are fully prepared
there goes
for
the
dragon
strike,
there goes
and gets L now stuck out there. The transcendence from Fancy Shrimp came way too late. Yeah,
Davion's tire gets taken out.
And Badger just popping off just like we knew him to do.
Oh, that's a big shatter right there. Fancy Strip goes down. Bongo goes down the wrist.
It's falling down like flies down here for 5DV. Getting absolutely rolled. LSV investing a lot of ultimates into that fight. You use Transcendence, you use Dragon Strike, you use Shatter, you use Dragon Blade. I'm running out of breath to say any more skills here.
I know, I could not catch up with any of that. I apologize, but so we have the switch here to a Genji dive comp. So Soul on the Winston now.
Mixamatosis gets their early pick on Badger. I love this.
Is getting some of the cleanups here. So we have a Valkyrie on the side of 5DV and possibly a bomb with Curio Queen. So now we're taking the high ground. Here you want to so Soul wants to make the decision, do we want to pounce? Do we want to wait? Where are we going to...
I think you wait till they get to the corner.
Right,
you have to wait till they get to the corner so your team can jump down from the high ground. Notice how even right there, that Curio pushes off Genji from the high ground without actually falling down. They're hanging out there, they're waiting there, and it looks like they're about getting ready to jump down as Javion goes to get a little bit more poke damage.
Yeah, they have to get on this cart. It's getting way too much distance.
Yep, and here comes the Dragon Blade and the Sub-Zero, but the Sub-Zero gets stuck on the pole!
Oh
my gosh!
Mixatomus
But
gets
doesn't matter. Yes, Mixatomus capitalizing on that, and here comes the res onto Curio Queen to get her mech back. But it looks like this is going to be a hold for 5DV.
Yes.
And Javion just getting the cleanup right there. Here comes the pistol. Coming from the battle where it's from
Battle
Elno.
Mercy never ends.
She's brave. She's taking it to Badger. She's like, Badger, bring it, bro. You don't got me. You know what I'm saying?
No, I know completely what you're saying. The cool thing about the Widow Genji comp is that you can kind of spread out your Widow and your Genji, so Widow will call out targets to clean up, and
They
Genji
both
will
know.
Just,
They both know. They're
will
ready
get
for
the
it.
dash reset all the time on that cleanup.
That was great because you had Badger using his Infrasight arrow. You had, Infrasight from the Widowmaker. Both oppositions can see each other just staring at the corner to see if one of them was going to pick.
Oh, mixed up. He gets the kill onto Badger.
The res comes from Mercy on Badger. Badger's back in this fight. He does have the Dragon Strike. They have grab. We might see a big push here from LSB. It's going to take a lot of investment. Fantasy Shooting doesn't have the Transcendence to really combat this.
No,
so
they're going to want to stay
that's
on the
what
high
you're looking
ground.
for here. Yeah, if you're 5DV, you're spreading out. You're not giving them any opportunity to get more than 2 people in that. But they're going to probably dive here on the Reinhardt, and this is going to be the opportunity that they're looking for.
Oh, Javion with the blade, he will. Soul
grab
gets the
didn't come.
Reinhardt.
I don't
the
know
grab
what
get eaten?
Noodles was waiting for, but Noodles goes down thanks to Curio Queen. Truly a wasted opportunity for LSV. I mean, even with your Reinhardt down, you had the grab, you had the Dragon Strike, you had 3 people from 5DV down by the payload. You got to use it.
They do have 5 ultimates, so they are stacked and ready to push.
But
the
Dragon
payloads.
Blade comes out from Beta, but the Transcendence to use that to save the team. But here's the problem with Fantasy Shrimp using Transcendence here, and the Valkyrie's up. Now they have nothing for grab. They have nothing for grab, Dragon Strike. So this could have been a really smart play by Beta to bait out that Transcendence.
Right. So you got the cleanup. That is a team kill for 5DV, and they're going to push them all the way to
Noodles
spawn.
goes down
Javion gets
again.
2.
Javion, shout-outs to the FFA future champion.
Bringing it home, as we say.
Yeah, right. I mean, here we are. I mean, this is again, the comeback. But again, what's really cool about these LSV guys is that they met us the first time we had our home front series, right? Again, promoting that home front initiative, letting you guys, our viewers, know why we're doing what we're doing. Hit me with that link one more time, Bane.
UniversitySentiment.org/5DV, and there is the fat grab from LSV, only capturing 4.
But
they
this
don't
is what I was
capitalize on
talking
it.
about.
Javion pops up with a Genji blade, but he goes down early.
Noodles panics, uses the grab. They don't really get much out of it. Hanzo was down, still holding on to that Dragon Strike, but they do start getting some push on this payload.
Yes, and they have switched to the Brigitte off the they are on the Hanzo, but they dropped their Genji. Crest with the kill on Mixatomus. That is low damage for 5DV,
But Nell
but he gets
really
back
quick
up.
with the res. Yeah. I mean, that's what you have to do there. That's why you have the Mercy. L Nell always ready with that res to
Yeah,
pick
you
up.
have to capitalize on it. Have maybe like a Diva or a Winston.
And here comes the push. They have to contest here. Reinhardt's just all over this point. Here comes the collapse from 5DV, but it doesn't matter.
That is a
LSV is
back
showing
shatter.
up to take them out. Mixamatosis tries to get the Reinhardt, but it doesn't matter. They have no point presence. Mercy's the only one really on the point, keeping a stall as Mixamatosis is getting the slot. But
And
he gets
the
crest.
Oh, is he gonna get a double? Is he gonna get a double? Let's go.
And
Let's
he
go.
does. He gets it right there. And 5DV holding this point strong as Soul's doing everything he can to not die on this point. He's low. He's half-life with Brigitte all over him. And down comes Mixamatosis to try to help stall the point. And it looks like Soul finally goes down. But big pick by the Hanzo on the Widowmaker.
And that will be LSV taking point 2 after a very steady defense on the street phase by 5DV.
Oh, but they're staggering
Oh, they're
Curio.
staggering.
This is
doesn't
not going to
look
be good.
Oh, there we go.
And there goes Beta with the cleanup right there. Beta switching off the Genji for the Brigitte. I'm liking that move by LSV. It's a really smart play as going forward. I mean, you're running into a double sniper. You have an extra shield. Although it's a small one and a personal one, it means she shouldn't die.
All for myself, as she says.
You may rally to me, but I'll protect myself. Thanks, bye.
So now as you said, we do have the double sniper. Mixomatosis popped off his Infrasight, and then
But
Javion.
Badger getting 2 kills nice and early on this one. Takes Javion, takes Linnell, and just
They're going to want to contest this cart again
Yeah.
real soon. Oh, but Noodles up on the high ground by themselves. What is she looking for?
But it doesn't matter because what's happening below is the push on the cart. You have Soul. He has Primal Rage. He can
There's the
support-
dragon from Javion. Does it get anyone? It does spread everyone
It's zoning
out.
really nicely. Interesting use of the Transcendence here by Fantasy Stream. I wasn't sure we needed it, and the self-destruct there didn't really quite connect to where it wanted
There's
to go.
another
but
panic
it does
grab.
not matter as Noodle again. As you just mentioned it, panic grabs and Mixamatosis just open season. I mean, this is what's
Exactly.
great about the double sniper composition, right? If you have one sniper and everyone's looking one way, that means their backside's wide open. The
Yep,
other
you
sniper
can
should be
split up-
repositioning.
You can
Yeah.
exactly. You can split up your snipers however you want. They're free to roam because their mobility is amazing.
Yeah, especially with the new Hanzo change, right? I mean, you have Hanzo with that extra little mobility that gets him around. I mean, I'm talking about a pincer attack here.
And they can't really choose which way to put their shields. Is it forward? Is it back? Where's our Hanzo? Where's the Winston? Here we go. Soul pushing
They're pushing
them.
the high ground. The bubble's on there. They rallied here, trying to get the extra shield. But Beta's going down quick as Soul gets the pick on her. No help for Brigida there. Even with the rally, the focus fire down from 5DV really made the difference here. But it looks like Soul is looking really low. Goes back for the heal. Javion got another Dragon Strike here. This could be huge as the Dragon Strike comes through and it's coming right across the payload. Doesn't really connect with anyone, but it creates the space that we were talking about before as Mixamatosis gets another pick on Brigida. But it doesn't really quite matter as the kills start falling through for LSV as they're really pushing on to this point.
Javion, though, is contesting super hard in this point. They can't seem to get eyes on him as he gets one before. And is he going to... He's 1v1ing a pocket Hanzo. That doesn't sound like a great idea.
Yeah, but it looks like Badger's doing his best to combat. He has his own pocket going right now. He has no health. He's at
He
33.
shoots a dragon onto the cart.
Yep, it looks like they're 3.5 meters away from getting this point.
Oh!
Mercy getting the kill on True.
Will he res Badger?
Yeah, I don't
They have to
know.
go
If, I
contest.
don't
They
know
have
if
to
he
get him
can.
away from-
Badger's getting away. Javion comes back up. They're pushing forward. No one's on the point. So when no one's on the payload bane, that payload starts going backwards.
Exactly, and LSV had maybe 3 or 4 up on 5DV. For some reason, Javion was up, the only one on the cart contesting the entire time.
Right, which was really funny because they invested so much to go after Javion without getting the kill. Big plays by Elnell to really keep Javion up as long as she did. I mean, that was really the only reason why LSV didn't just go for a quick back cap.
But perhaps they do have some time here, 30 seconds on the clock. LSV with almost 4 ults up.
Look at this
They're going to be looking for the wombo combo.
Let's see if he gets someone here. This can be huge.
This is a classic pine flank.
Super aggro. Oh, there goes
There
the
goes the
grab.
dragon.
But
Is
Transcendent in the response. But the dragon's coming through. The Transcendence is keeping everyone up. This is huge. Back grab's on the way. Self-destruct gets the Mercy down.
Right, so they have 1 up. There's no mercy. No
But
support
both
else on the
supports
5DV
down for
side.
5DV.
This could be it.
Oh, this is looking bad. Badger's just getting free reign to kind of just do whatever he wants as everyone from 5DV is falling one after
5DV
the next.
just only
no
has a
one
dragon now.
alive. Team kill. LSV loses absolutely nobody on that final push.
And that will be 3 points on the side of LSV. So
Yep.
now we're going to switch.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Smackboy here. I'm standing in beautiful Rockefeller Center, New York City, and we're about to go check out Nintendo New York, one of my favorite spots in New York to stay cool in the summer heat and also play some video games. Let's go check it out. So here we are on the second floor of Nintendo New York. I'm chilling with my buddy Pikachu here. This is my favorite floor because this is the Pokemon focused floor. I remember when they first opened this store back in 2003. It used to be all Pokemon. It was actually called the Pokemon Center. They've broadened it a bit. They made it more focused around Nintendo, but you can still see that they've dedicated a lot of real estate to specific Pokemon. My personal favorite new addition to the repertoire here is a life-size Whale Lord. Just kidding, guys. You can see they've had a lot of content from old and new Pokemon games.
DJ ICC.
So I remember back in, I think it was sophomore year of high school, I remember waiting outside of the store for about 6.5, 7 hours with a few of my buddies while we waited for the release of Pokemon X and Y. I didn't even own a 3DS at the time. I had zero intention of even buying the game. Yet after 7 hours of commitments, a lot of handouts from the Nintendo World staff, keychain stickers, whatnot, I ended up buying a 3DS and a copy of both X and Y. Super fun, a lot of good memories here. Well, as you can see, it's been a pretty successful trip here at Nintendo World. I got my hands quite full, played a lot of cool games, saw a lot of cool merch, and most importantly, had a lot of fun. See you later, guys.
Nintendo store here in NYC.
Sorry, I couldn't believe my brain just like.
Hey, Bane, are you here? Because I'm here. Are you here? Our viewers are here.
I actually haven't been to the Nintendo store ever. Sorry.
No, it's totally okay, and that's why we doing what we're doing right now. I mean, the point of all this is to show you guys where you want to check out. And hey, Bane, take our advice. Check out Nintendo store.
I shall. You guys give great advice.
You know, and what's really awesome here, you know, again, here we are, Microsoft Studio, the flagship location.
Flagship.
Yep, on Fifth Avenue here in NYC, hanging out in the esports studio, making this a really cool experience for all of us. You know, but you know, we're getting ready for our next map. It looks like we're gonna be heading back to Dorado again, seeing 5DV on the attack side.
Yep.
What does 5DV need to do to get all 3 points here?
Well, the double snipers seem to be popping off. They seem to have a really hard time. LSV in particular had a hard time kind of getting Javion and Mixomatosis under control, no matter whether Javion was on Genji or on Hanzo. Javion just didn't really die on that last point. You saw that they killed maybe, 3 or 4 5DV members, and Javion was just contesting, and Elnell was right there when he went down at the last second, and it pushed them into overtime, basically. So I want to see, like, I know people kind of hate talking about focusing on DPS, but honestly, you have to control them, because what are you going to do? You can't push the cart if everyone is dead, man.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and this is what we opened up with, we were talking about, right? The battle's going to be where the DPS lies, right? You have Beta, you have Badger, who have been absolutely unbelievable on the DPS front for LSV, but Mixomatosis and Javion just as equal and comparable. I mean, this match is looking as balanced as it's going to get. So it's going to be really interesting to see.
Are we going to see Soul on Symmetra? I don't want to see this, man.
Hey, now.
Memes or not. But
you know how Soul is. When he gets into that lobby, there's really no controlling him. He'll play around. He'll pick the Symmetra.
Very much
like,
so.
Yeah, I mean, it's for the memes. Let's be honest.
On and off, you know, as I say, moonlights as a professional memer.
And definitely Soul does.
So we will see LSV running the Rein Zarya still. They didn't really switch to any kind of dive comp last match, not that I recall.
Right.
They stuck with the Rein Zarya very closely. And we kind of saw more flexibility on the 5DV's side. Soul, you know, switching to the Winston when the Orisa was rendered useless. And Soul is as we saw in that last defense, he was a pretty decisive tank, you know, contesting the high ground by himself, you know, taking the resources to contest and push LSV back.
For sure. And
So
here we go. You know, what's going to be really interesting to hear from LSV, though, that I wanted to bring up was the fact that, like, we didn't see much of the, you know, coordinated Zarya ults, right? I mean, obviously here in studio, we can hear 5DV screaming. It sounds like Soul is doing a lot of the shot calling for 5DV. As normal, the first poke battle happens here on the first turn.
So we see them starting to push under the archway.
But already LSV drops down, which is pretty interesting because I feel like they had some more time to hang out up top.
They want to win this shield battle. Javion here with the Storm Owl trying to kill that shield, trying to win the shield battle first.
Yeah, I mean, but by LSV dropping back so early like that, you're giving Javion so much space to move around.
Right.
I mean, Mixomatosis gets picked off by Beta, which is pretty interesting. I was wondering where the Widow was actually positioned.
Oh, they are running a Reaper.
Caught.
So the thing about Reaper is you really have to keep track on him because he can be sneaky. And here you go. You see Beta walking around. Who's he going to get next? He's going to be dropped down behind them. They're going to have to keep eyes on him.
Yeah, I don't think anyone knows where Beta is right now. They're not talking about it. I don't hear him talking about it, so I'm really curious. He's probably going to jump down, but it looks like Kiryu Queen had a lot of charge on that.
Yeah, it looks like Javion is trying to contest the Reaper, and Mixomatosis takes down Badger so that he will win the sniper battle. Actually, Badger gets red.
Kiryu's looking really charged up right now. I mean, she must have like 80 charge at this point. I mean, that beam's coming strong. 94 charge. Are you kidding me?
And she does go down to a fire streak.
Oh, you hate
from
to see
True.
that happen as a Zarya
It'd
player.
be like that, man.
It crushes your soul a little bit when you have
It
so much
does.
charge. You're like, team, I have 100 charge. I can do anything. And then you die. Like,
Right.
heartbreaking.
So it does seem they dropped down from the archway, and they are getting numbers on 5 Deadly Venoms. And Soul will have to back up. He's kind of alone right now, but he does have Shatter. So, and as does True. So on the side of LSV, we do have 3 ultimates, almost Trans, almost Grav.
Yeah.
And it's not looking comparable. Actually, no. We have almost 5 ults on the 5DV side. We have Dragon, Shatter, Trans, and there goes the Nano Boost.
and the nano boost, and they're going down, but the counter shatter is there, and Beta goes in to clean up. I mean, that's what you gotta wait for, right? There's no Brigitte here. If you
Javion
can
and
protect yourself-
Mixomatosis.
But oh my gosh, the snipers are coming out to play for 5DV, getting pick after pick after pick. I mean, this is an open payload right now. You have
Right.
one tank for LSV.
Mixomatosis,
Down
yes!
goes Crest. Oh my gosh, Javion is popping off, showing us why he's our champion.
Javion is going a really forward hold here. Badger's almost down. They do get Badger, and are they gonna get really aggressive here?
They definitely are. The
He's
payload's way
looking
too
for
close.
Oh. Reaper does fly away. He doesn't want to take
Oh,
that
but he's
chance.
taking a half-life though. That shield's about to break. We might see a dragon here from Javion. It's coming up. He's just putting on the damage.
Yep, they're
They got that
preparing. They're
first
preparing
point.
for that combo. They do have Grab and Dragon ready,
Let's see if they can pull off what LSV could not do.
so they are being
Curio
very
playing
aggressive,
really
here.
aggressive here.
Right.
She's looking for that grab.
They're not giving any space to the LSV,
Nope.
and they're also not taking high ground. Oh, there
There
it
it
is.
is. The grab. Here comes the
Here's the
dragon.
boosted
That's
dragon.
1, 2, 3.
That is a
and it's
4K
going
from
down.
Javion.
Javion with the fat
Let's
grabs.
go.
Are you kidding me right now? Like, let's go, Dead Venoms. Like, oh my lord.
And you can hear the scream in the background. It claps in the audience.
I mean, Bane, I'm shook right now. I mean, that was unbelievable. Like, I mean, let's go. Curio with the grab. Javion with the Dragon Strike.
But on the
gets
side-
4 people.
Indeed, but see, on the side of LSV, we do have another combo waiting. We have Grab, Dragon, and Death Blossom, which could be deadly.
This could be the response that LSV is going to need to really combat that big play.
And
Big boy
here's a
plays
grab
coming
from
out.
Noodles. There's the Dragon on. There's 2 down, 3 down
And it
for
looks like they're
5DV.
saving Death Blossom. I mean, they
Right.
didn't even need it. They were
They
able
could
to
do a
get
Shatter
that-
Blossom.
Yeah, they could do a Shatter Blossom.
Or
And that
no,
was-
no combo at all. Beta could, Reapers tend to flank on their own, and they want to take that chance. And when they see it, they want that to be their call.
Most definitely. And what was really cool about that, really heads up play over by True. The grab comes through. They must have communicated that they weren't going to use the Death Blossom. The Dragon Strike comes through, but he drops the Flame Strike and
Badger-
just starts swinging away.
Badgers
that's
does get Javion. Javion will get res though by L now. So we will see a very slow. They're taking their time to carefully pick how they're going to approach this cart, because it is all the way up in their base. And
Oh, in the face! That was unbelievable play by Javion. I mean, but Badger with the quick response on that. I mean, that was just cheeky.
that was a hell of a trade. And we got Badger sneak up on Mixomatosis.
Oh no, the Mixomatosis
Badger,
was not
what are you
ready.
doing?
No.
They have children. No, I actually don't think they do. They have families.
Hey guys, this is a friendly. But here we are. I mean, they're going at it. They're pushing up so aggressively right now.
Yeah, they're
Once you
taking
have the
they're taking
DPS
a
down,
note
they're
right
going
out
for
of
it.
they're taking a note right out of 5DV's book and taking another aggressive hold. Beta still holding onto that Death Blossom. He doesn't really see a need to use it yet. There hasn't been a very, Mixomatosis has been taking these like crazy back flanks, so no one has really been grouped up together to really get the most out of the Death Blossom. But at this point, you might want to use it just to get 1 or 2 kills, whether on a support or a tank. I would say that's worth it.
Yeah, and I totally agree. That's a really good point. If you can get a quick Death Blossom, even to get the 1 kill on the support, it's gonna be worth it. But that really depends what's gonna happen on the front line, right?
And
'Cause
Mixomatosis takes 2. He takes
That's
both supports
2.
off of LSV.
and
This
here
might
comes
be
the
their
Dragon Strike from
chance.
Javion, trying to spread the defense out a little bit more, create some more space as
Beta
Monkey's
still
about to
holding
go
on
down.
onto that Death Blossom. This might be the time to use it.
Oh, and the response from Badger gets 1, gets 2, but L now gets a response of her own by taking out that pistol.
Battle Mercy
and the
is
Battle
back,
Mercy is
everyone.
back. Let's get it. Shadow comes down from True as Soul is on the point. Getting
There's
close.
the Death
There's that
Blossom.
Death Blossom that you were talking
He
about.
gets 2. There is 3 down on 5DV. 4.
Oh
This
no,
might just
Beta.
be a team kill.
I mean, oh my lord, that's 4 kills right there, including the DMAC. Unbelievable play by Beta. Just as you said, the shatter into the Death Blossom was exactly what the doctor ordered for LSV.
And so 5DV did invest a lot of ultimates on that. I bet they weren't really banking on, having that Death Blossom go off and be successful. But
And here's the thing, they have 4
for
ults coming up
Right.
for LSV, and only Transcendence and Infrasight.
right, so Javion does switch to the Pharah to counter the Reaper
I
because
do like this.
yeah, the Reaper's range is typically not ideal. And there you go, Badger is down because he was looking the other way. The pharmacy
Spreading out
flank is
Zenyatta away from
real,
the rest
Mike.
of the team, opening it up. There goes Zenyatta. Down goes Reaper's next. Mercy's low. She's about to get down, and she's down. Mixomatosis.
That's 3 down.
I mean,
They're trapped in this bank room. They, holy shit, as they say, indeed.
but oh my gosh, can we talk about this? The splash damage coming down from Pharah, the cleanups by Widow. I mean, this is
Right. This is a crazy push. What is?
I feel like
there's
we're
a
watching
Brigitte pick
Liberal
right
and Pine
now.
right now.
I know.
Like, I mean, you got the projectile play from Javion, as we know him so
Right.
well to be. I
Javion
mean,
is crazy forward, dude. Mercy's not even with him. He doesn't
Yeah.
need a Mercy.
Pharmacy, what? I don't need it. I'm Javion.
Javion takes out 2 with his barrage. That is the perfect.
And
That is
that's
the perfect
three.
triple.
Javion, pop off, sir. Hats off to you.
And
Let's get that going all the way to the end. Give me those 3 points. I'm ready for it. The crowd's ready for it. I mean, come on. What more do I need?
They're sitting perfectly outside of the LSV spawn.
I saw that
LSV
smart
has
Javion.
5 ultimates coming up. They need to respond right now. 2 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock. That is a lot of time for the 5DV. So there are 3. So you have up. Curie pops her bomb right in front of the spawn door. True does block it with his shield. They're going with
we're
the
going to grab with the Dragon Blade, the Dragon Strike with the Transcendence there.
That
Here
is
comes
a
the
three-man
but
shatter
it's going
from
down.
True.
Down goes Fancy Shrimp. The scramble begins here for 5DV as Kira gets D-Mac. Everyone's kind of really spread out here. They need to regroup really badly. And right now, it looks like they're doing exactly that.
I'm
The
getting some
reset comes in.
PTSD from Saturday night. Someone hold me.
Rip NYXL, come on. But this is gonna be where it all comes down here. I mean, we might see a switch here from 5DV. Not yet. They're still gonna keep things the way they are. I mean, it's definitely what's working for them. LSV invested everything into that. They still have the Valkyrie though.
Right. I don't know if LSV has a super exact answer to this pharmacy. Badger's not gone off that Hanzo. Beta has been trying any hero they can. Sneaky.
Oh, this is troublesome for Javion. He's
and
going
he's
back
switching
down,
to
but he
Soul
gets
the Primal
crashed.
Rage. He does
Primal
get
Rage
his
comes
end.
out. Oh my goodness gracious! I didn't even mean to talk over you like that, but Javion over
he
and over
gets
again with the
it, he
barrage.
gets it,
1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness! And
Mike Somatosis with the kill on the Mercy, but Beta gets the pulse bomb on Javion at the last second. Now it's just Soul and Lindsay versus the Tracer on the cart.
Please, somebody kill it. And Linnell!
Battle Mercy, are you kidding
Let's
me?
go. Give me more. Give me more. Give me more Battle Mercy.
And they're pushing in with a Valkyrie at the last second. Zenyatta really low by himself.
And
Badgers
Soul.
does take down Mixomatosis. Soul takes down Zenyatta, and they're
here
coming
comes the
in with
hopefully
the
the
dragon.
final push here for 5DV as the points being contested by the Reinhardt and the Tracer. But it looks like the kills are starting to come in for LSV. This is going to be a close hold here for
This might
the
go
defense.
into overtime as well. There are not too many ultimates on either side, though LSV will have a Shatter and a Grab very soon, and a Trance, and they will be able to pair that with the Dragon that's coming up pretty fast.
Yeah, and this is the final push here for 5DV, right? I mean, 37 seconds left on the clock. They have about 5 meters to go. What's it going to take? They have no ults. If they're going to do this, they're going to have to pull off a miracle. We need someone to step up and make a play right now, and here the fight begins.
I think this Javion flank might do the trick if he gets off his support early, but they do see him, so it's not going to go as
And
well.
He needs a heal.
But Soul dives
16
in.
seconds left on the clock. We need to get on this point here. As looks like they're all guns pointed at Javion. They're starting to get the pharmacy going. Tracer's pretty low. She has no recall. She already has used it. They have to get her down as fast as they can. Beta's
They're
on the
going in
point.
very hard. They're
Down goes
focusing.
Beta. Down goes Noodle. Mixomatosis gets down himself, but the grab comes out, and the Dragon Strike's
no
late.
follow-up.
No follow-up there. That was a late
Javion
Dragon
almost with the
Strike.
barrage. This could be the barrage to win it here.
This
Javion.
is it. The Transcendence from Zenyatta to stall, doing whatever he
Javion
can.
goes down early. He has barrage.
True gets
Two
picked up by
Badgers.
Fancy Shrimp. Javion gets read by Linnell. Here comes the big fight. It's going nuts in here.
Molly's on the cart.
comms are
Zarya is
crazy.
alone on the cart. Soul Primal Raging, pushing everyone off the cart. Beta Noodles back on the defense.
Down
Mercy
goes
here.
Noodles.
She's caught out.
Your noodles have been cooked. You're done, son. They're coming down to the point. 5DV hanging on tight. And another Dragon Strike comes out. But here we go. Ryan's on the point. They're pushing him back. They're trying to get the kill. And here they go.
Here's the
The final moments right here for this point.
There
And
we
that's
go.
3 points for 5DV. And the studio goes wild. What a match for this team.
Oh my gosh. I did not eat enough food for this. I'm lightheaded.
Like unbelievable. That was remarkable. I'm totally into what we just saw. Talk about some top-notch plays from both sides. What's your take?
So I do think that they were definitely trying to look for picks on the last one with Javion trying to get the flank, but they did catch him out. So they tried to, they abandoned that flank, but in the end, it was just a sheer, how do you say? Just a pure grind on the cart. Like you saw the Rhines coming out. You saw the Lucio at the end. It was really hard to, once LSV started to trickle in, it was so easy for 5DV to
Stall. Still
Yep.
something hits the wall. But with that, we're gonna actually go to our next alleyway and avenue, Kunikio, which is a Japanese bookstore near Bryant Park, which is a really awesome place. Sorry if I butchered the name. I'm not really all that familiar with it, but that's why we had Arena go in there and check it out for us.
Hey guys, Arena here. We are at the Kinokuniya flagship store of America. Kinokuniya is a Japanese bookstore that has over 100 bookstores across the globe. Luckily, New York has the main one here in the United States. Not only do they have a cafe for you to grab something to read and enjoy as you're eating and drinking, but they also have all these books that are offered in English and Japanese, along with English and Japanese manga, so you can keep up to date as Jump Shonen is coming out. One of my favorite things about Kinokuniya is all the anime merchandise that they have available. It's the official one. They buy it straight from Japan and deliver it here to all their branches in the US. Hey guys, we just came out of Kinokuniya. I haven't been to a Kinokuniya since I've moved away from Seattle, so of course I had to pick up some anime merch, and I picked up something from Haikyuu. So I'm pretty excited about this because I really love the show, and it's great getting official merchandise from Japan. I'll definitely visit here sometime in the future, and you guys should visit while you guys are visiting New York.
And we're back.
Hi everyone, what's going on? We are moving on to the next map. We are playing Lijiang Tower on scrimmage rules, so we will be seeing all 3 maps. So what we did see on Dorado, there was 2 overtime pushes. They were insane. The defenses were really strong, but the offenses were also, very aggressive. I think what was interesting was we saw LSV really taking a note from 5DV and trading aggressive holds and aggressive pushes from both sides.
Yeah, for sure. And I think what was really interesting about even the team comps and some of the big plays that we saw, the DPSs were really shining in those fights. I mean, both Jamion, Badger coming with huge ults back and forth. I mean, we saw much better coordination from the LSV tanks this time than we did when they were on their attack. We saw a lot of more coordinated grab.
And a lot of successful shatters. Yeah,
from both sides, actually. Which was really awesome to see, But we also got to see some really sick Battle Mercy plays. Shout out to
my
El
gosh. It gets me every time. I can't. Oh, sorry about that. I can't get enough Battle Mercy.
But again, reminder why we are here today, guys. This is all about introducing all of you coming into town to New York City, introducing all of you to the Homefront Initiative, making sure that everyone knows that at every 5DV event going forward, we are out there fundraising money. Right now, hit me with that link, Bane, one more time.
universitysettlement.org/5DV.
We have a jingle, and I love it.
There you go.
Unbelievable. And here we go. We're going to get ready to go into the next map soon. Like you mentioned before, we're heading over into Lijiang Tower. I love Lijiang.
Oh, it's such a great map. It is such a nice, King of the Hill, you have a lot of variety. So here is, I believe, Control Center. So in the middle, you will have... Sorry. I have to stand up to see this monitor. So the thing about... interesting thing about Control Center, it does have a rather high skybox, so you can see Pharah on this map, as we do see Javion switch to the Pharah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, this is classic. This is prime time for Pharah. I mean, let it rain.
Exactly, and these halls are classic for really fat shadows, really fat grabs. So we might be seeing a Ryan and a Zarya again coming from both sides.
About this LSV comp right now?
Oh, please give it to me.
Let this be true, because I am going to lose my mind if I see a composition of 6 of a Zenyatta, Junkrat, Torbjorn, Ryan. Oh, they're switching everything now.
They heard you.
They heard me.
They weren't going to
They
let
don't
you
want
have
me to
it.
be happy. Now they need to lose. Can we make this happen?
Beta might be staying on that Doomfist, so we might be seeing a Doomfist here, Bajomi.
Yeah, you know what? I love that. This is a good map for Doomfist. A lot of space for him, like you were talking about before. High skybox. A lot of space for him to get a lot of damage out of that E that he gets to slam down on.
And those hallways, so they will be coming through that hallway. LSV will be taking the stairs. There's the shield battle going on. Doomfist comes from behind. This is what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Jinx, you owe me a soda. But this is exactly what we're talking about. Doomfist has that mobility to get around this map really quickly and get some picks.
Though the one thing about Farrah is she does not give a rat's booty about any flanks. She will be in the sky, untouchable, but she does go down to Noodles.
Yeah, and looks like LSV's gonna take this point here. I think the Doomfist was really the difference maker on this one.
They were totally caught off guard.
Yeah, I don't think no one was really expecting it. Hell, I didn't even believe it when I saw it on my screen.
So this is a chance for LSV to really push up and take this hallway because it is so good to spam down, and Doomfist can just go around the hallway and really get some key picks here.
For sure, and no changes here from 5DV. They're going to stick with the composition here to try to continue to push forward with what they got working with as Mixamatosis gets rid of that trap. But Javion goes down by Noodles. The Discord orb from Zenyatta is really helping out on getting this kill.
So Doomfist is pushing in here. He doesn't really get the E off. Javion really getting in real close. He's low. He needs some help here.
It doesn't look like he's going to get it today.
The tricky thing about these hallways is that, the ceiling is the complete opposite of the center. They're very low and not ideal for Farrah. So
and here comes the ult from Doomfist, and he gets Fancy Stripped before Mercy's down. And now looks like Lucio's about to get some action on himself.
It is curious that we are running a Lucio. Sorry, 5 Deadly Venoms is running a Lucio on this map, though I don't believe they'll switch because they do have Beat and Valkyrie Mixamatosis with the Dragon, Barrage, and Shatter.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Even with all these ults from 5DV, all it takes is a counter shatter, a counter grab.
Right, because they have to go through that door.
Exactly. They still have to get through that. It's so easy for LSV to hold, including they have the
Ryan
chance.
is behind them. They don't see the Ryan. They didn't.
Oh, no, there's a shatter, and there it goes. LSV about to go ham on 5DV. This is nuts right now. And they only managed to get one kill somehow.
But they were using, the Doomfist was bait. He even waved to them. He was like, hello, look at me. Because, they didn't want them to see that Ryan at all. But Javion coming from behind gets the kill onto the Junkrat. He's looking for that big barrage, but he's going to take it easy as up.
Javion with the big flank here. Could the barrage come down right here? Mercy's one. Gets Mercy. Zenyatta's getting low. Javion, that's
with
two. Both supports down. There goes the shatter. Javion going in to pop off more. Soul with the big boy shatter.
So they did get grabbed there, 5DV, but Soul answered with a counter shatter perfectly, and there was the cleanup, thusly shutting down the push.
Yep, and now the clock starts ticking up. The percentage starts ticking up for 5DV.
Right.
Again, you
They
need
finally
to get
capped the point back.
100% on this map. How do you get 100% on this map?
So you need to contest the objective, and you need to keep the other team off. So we're seeing the exact opposite. It is flipped now in the favor of 5DV. LSV held it for a really long time by keeping that really forward hold in the halls. So right now, you see Soul backing up a little bit. They're keeping an eye on out for that Doomfist.
Yeah,
Javion needs to keep tap.
That's two quick picks for LSV. Here comes the Doomfist, gets in, barrage comes out, but not enough as Badger seems to clean up Javion. This could be trouble for 5DV. Right here, LSV has 96% on the clock. This is not going to be enough time for 5DV to get back to the point.
Yeah, so Mixomatosis and Javion both switched to Tracer and Sombra.
Get some speed, but it doesn't matter because Doomfist, that's the point right there. Like I said, not enough time for them to get back to that point. Once the wipe comes through, there's no opportunity for them to really, get back, and there's no opportunity for them to really get back to the point and be able to, come back and contest that last 99%. That was the problem with getting so close to that.
Right, and I think on that last push there, they were Soul trying to, contest that Reinhardt.
Yeah, we probably should have seen the Brigitte right there. I think the Brigitte would have really helped them out on that because the Vine was doing such a good job keeping that shield up and keeping the damage out of the way. Brigitte would have really broken that up and opened up the fight. We're getting ready for the next map in
Night Market.
Yep, Night Market. One of my personal favorites. I gotta be honest. Something about that side point and just
there
having
are room
open.
for boops.
Boop City, show me the boops.
Boops, B-O-O-P, not the other one.
No, for sure. But we do have Farah on both sides. There's definitely some boot potential on the board. I'm surprised we're not seeing that Lucio that we ran last time.
Right, they will be switching. Yeah, Elnell will be switching to the Zen. Mixomatosis on the Widow. Javion takes out their Mercy. Winston diving in here.
Yeah. And Beta gets the early kill on Soul, but it doesn't matter as Javion, uncontested, is going to just put the hurt down, kill after kill after kill. Elle now doing a phenomenal job getting these discords out and making sure her team can get those kills.
Right, Javion was completely uncontested there as he cleaned up, did so much damage. He already has 65% ultimate compared to Badger's 24.
Yeah, for sure. And looking at the alt charge, looking at the hero picks, the only answer they really have for the pharmacy coming from 5DV is a Zenyatta. I'm not sure.
Or even their own pharmacy.
Oh, it looks like they just swapped over for the D.Va to help combat it, but it's not going to be enough.
Because it is hard for D.Va to be the sole counter to a pharmacy unless you're trying to use your own pharmacy to counter, the
For
other
sure,
pharmacy.
which we've seen a ton of times in the Overwatch League as Javion comes to over above and the kills are falling in place for 5DV. They're keeping the really high pressure, the high push, and down goes Beta. I mean, they need to switch off to Doomfist. We need to see that change. They're not getting the same value as they were in the first map. And Javion with the open
Is that a
air.
double? Oh, just
so
very
close.
neatly.
I love those direct hits in the open air. Just goes to show how great of a projectile player Javion actually is.
The Pharah did try to go behind and get 5DV to pay more attention to the point, but they knew that they could take this kill up in the doorway, so the distraction was not totally worth it.
For sure, and what I love about 5DV's comp makeup is that they have Mixomatosis on the Widow, which is going to allow them to contest the opposition Pharah. And
he's
here
gonna
goes the
barrage
barrage.
his tanks?
Down goes True. Down goes Darkada. I mean, down goes Noodles' mech, and down goes Noodle himself. But 2 kills come in favor of LSV, but it doesn't really quite matter as the res comes in for Mixomayosis. And, I mean, really just Doomfist left on the point. This is going to be an easy cleanup and another reset for LSV.
Right, and the 2 tanks, Soul and Curio Queen, have been holding on to their ults for quite a while. They really haven't needed it. LSV has been dying off one by one and really, really not giving themselves a chance to
Oh, and
have
Badger
a
almost gets
coordinated
picked,
push.
and there he does. He gets picked. The 2 hits from Mixomatosis and the follow-up from Javion, but the res comes in real quick. But it doesn't matter as Mixomatosis takes another shot to his head.
Beta
and
with the
Mixomatosis
answers
pops
back.
off.
At the last second, is it too late? Is it just on time? Who knows? Soul with the Primal Rage, you could easily toss him off right on the point.
And there goes the shatter. It doesn't matter because here comes the Power Rage. Get him off the point, please, and thank you.
Get out of my house!
But it doesn't matter as Badger says, no. This is my house. LSV is coming in to try to take this point, but the Reds comes in on Soul, and this is an all-out brawl here right now. I mean, people are everywhere. LSV needs to do whatever they can to stay on his point. Every second longer they're off the point, the faster that ticker is going to go down. And it looks like the kills are falling in place for 5DV. Dakarta gets the Reds on True. Looks like they need to get rid of this Ryan. Ryan's really low. He's going for the charge. And it doesn't matter because Alno gets the big save. And here it comes, the final points as they're trying to get to Lucio. And you can hear the cons coming. All over the place and down goes Crest and the GGs. That's the point for 5DV.
What I loved about that last hold there.
Yeah.
Soul and Curio Queen really held their own. They did not die at all. Soul was really contesting True over there.
Yeah,
and
for
he
sure.
popped that Primal Rage in answer to the Shatter and just said, no, this is my house. You are leaving. You are not welcome here.
Bye.
Bye.
No floor rider here. You're not welcomed here. I'm sorry, fam. But it looks like we're going to not waste any time, again, here at the flagship studio, in the esports studio of the Microsoft Store on 5th Avenue in NYC. Last map, last chance. Let's get it popping.
So we will see Doomfist again from Beta over here. Crest on the Lucio, Badgers on the Tracer. And LSV will be running a Winston D.Va dive. On the other hand, 5DV will stay true to the Pharah Widow dive.
The boot potential's here. it's here. I mean, we have...
Beta gets aggressive! Gets taken down by Mixomatosa. He says, no thank you, sir.
Beta, from friend to friend here, bro. You gotta switch. You gotta make the switch if you're LSV. The Doomfist is not getting the same value as he was getting before. I mean, this is becoming a problem for them. As Javion is completely free reign. They're running a Tracer Doomfist. This is not going to be it.
Soul and Curio Queen pushing that D.Va really hard, but Tracer gets in their backline, gets the Mercy and the Widow. Javion trying to get the Lucio at the last second, but it won't be enough as Noodles and Badgers
I guess Badger told me to put a sock in it because he just totally proved me wrong here on this. Getting 3 kills in that last fight. But it looks like Zenyatta and Javion are going to get some response of their own. We have a barrage here. Probably not going to use it here. Lucio's looking pretty low. You can hear lose again from Soul once more in the background.
Noodles eats all of Javion's barrage. It is futile, though she does get demexed. But El now looking low. Soul will clean up Noodles.
Things are looking great for 5DV right now as they're on the point. 6 versus 3 on the point. Things need to go down. Soul's getting 2 kills right here. Curio cleaning up Beta. It looks like Badger's going to take out Elnell. 2 people left on the point. 1 person left, and that's going to be Badger on the point for LSV. Trying to hang tight on this point. Doesn't matter. He goes down. Mixamatosis on his tracer response on his own, and the point goes back to 5DV.
And that will be 34% for LSV. That was a hell of a team fight. That almost felt like 2 team fights in, one session there. They really tried to hold it on their own, and it could be worth it because on King of the Hill you really want to stall as long as possible to get that overtime push in your favor.
So I'm guessing what LSV is thinking is like, hey, if we can just get on the point.
Oh
my God! Noodles,
down goes Fancy Shrimp, Javion, and Soul. That will be 3. That will be 4.
I mean, the investment here from LSV was major. You're talking about self-destruct. You're talking about seismic slam. You're talking about everything. They're throwing it all at it, but they kept their support ults, which is going to be huge for these upcoming pushes for 5DV.
Right. And 5DV do have 4 ultimates of their own, so they can respond in turn. LSV really had an amazing anti-air bomb from Noodles. Props to them. That was an amazing answer. They only let 5DV have, 21%? And they are now climbing 60.
Yeah, 5DV needs to make a quick push here. They need to get on this point, because if this point gets any closer to 99%, this is going to be exactly what happened in the first map. They're going to be able to take this over and go right back in. One team wipe, and that's all that matters.
Early. So they're going to need to pull back here because they just lost half of their damage. So 5DV waiting on Mixamatosis' respawn, and this might be the chance for Badger to get a quick pick from behind. Maybe not.
I mean, he's getting close to that pulse bomb. He can definitely go around and sneak.
Thirsty.
He's seen it before. He's ready for it.
He's ready.
Badger.
Mushroom.
I mean, that's what we're talking about here, right? This is where this is going. He's going to go in the back. He's getting close to that 92%. And here comes the barrage, potentially from Javion. He's looking like he's holding on to it, being a little stingy. But Monkey's low. Monkey goes down. Beta goes down. This is the chance that 5DV needed.
They're transing onto the point. It is overtime now, and they need to take out LSV. Down goes Badgers. Javion with the cleanup.
Yeah, and this is great for 5DV, but the problem is they cannot afford to lose another team fight for the rest of this match. The moment they get off this point, the moment LSV takes it, we're going to be repeating Mat 1 all over again, and LSV is going to take this point.
Yep, and that's exactly why you want to stall as long as possible to get that 99% advantage, because then you really only have one more team fight until you win the match.
Yeah, one team fight win, and it's over, right? If you're 5DV, you really make sure that your defenses are tight, your comms
Make
are
no
going.
mistakes.
No mistakes, no room for error. And it's looking good right now as they have 3 ults. They got 1 tank, 1 support, and 1 DPS ult for 5DV, while LSV is sitting with 1 DPS ult on the pulse bomb and 1 Valkyrie. I mean, this can go either way.
Yeah, Javion is looking for that barrage from behind.
And here comes the barrage, not getting much out of it, but definitely doing a good job zoning, putting the damage out. D.Va gets the D-Mech. Here comes the silent step from Beta, gets down to the Zenyatta, but it doesn't matter as 5DV starting to put the hurt on LSV.
Curio Queen does go down. Yeah, Mixomatosis is also down. He loses the fight to Badger. Soul trying to hold on his own, trying to get that Mercy, but she does fly away. It's really just Soul on his own. They need to contest this point.
He doesn't have the Primal Rage, and he's going to go down here. And this is the problem we're talking about. Once again, 5DV is stuck in a position where they gave up the point when the opposition's at 99%. No one's going to be close enough to get to that point. Here comes the staggered contestation right now. You have the Lucio, you have the D.Va, you got the res from Fancy Trip, but Fancy Trip goes down. She got that res with her life. But LNL is not close enough to gain that transcendence to really do much to stall.
And True has his primal rage here. Should he even need it? He probably doesn't. So it does come back to the point here. Javion switches to he switches to the soldier just to sprint to the point.
And he does get to contest, but it doesn't matter as Javion gets punched in the face.
And that will be LSV taking 2 maps off of Lijiang Market.
Yeah. Great work.
Tower, sorry.
Yeah, Lijiang Tower. And that's great work there by LSV. I mean, really good job by both teams. We saw some really awesome map play. It's been really strong plays from both sides. Really important thing here, Javion on the Pharah play. I mean, LSV clearly didn't think there was much of a threat to that.
No, they did try to answer with their own Pharah and eventually their own Widow. Beta really stuck to that Doomfist. Probably not ideal on Night Market because of the really open areas. There's not a lot of room for him to flank. But, that's a different story on Control Center or, sorry, what was that last one?
Market?
No.
The
Gardens?
Yeah,
yes.
Gardens.
There's a lot more room on Gardens for, Doomfist to get in and really surprise you, especially since that point is it's just a really enclosed circle. So the second you release your rocket punch in the point, you'll probably hit someone into the wall behind them.
RIP Javion in the last kill of the game. I mean, that's literally what happened. He came in with the ult, turned around, and was like, hey, Javion, bam, bye, Javion. I mean, that's really what it came down to.
Special hello.
Yeah, And here we go, and like we're here, and we're looking at all this, kind of getting some high level. There's gonna be some people. We're gonna see some swaps now from LSV. Trying to get some different players into their rotation. But momentarily here, we're about to transition over to Food Gallery 32.
I love Food Gallery 32. It's very delicious. I had a lot of chicken.
At Food Gallery 32 on 32nd Street here in Midtown. Food Gallery is a great place to grab a bite because it has 3 floors of food options. It's really great for having a lot of variety. So the price is great, the options are great. Let's go try out some food. At Food Gallery 32, the food was really great. I love trying like so many different things. We just all bought our own thing, brought it to the table, shared it around. What did you think, Bane?
I went upstairs on the 2nd floor, got some fried chicken, pelicano, a little box. I got soy sauce and scallion served with it. It was so good. We shared a lot because it came with a lot of fried chicken. Dude, there's so much chicken.
Yeah, you even got some to take home with you too.
I know, I do have leftovers.
Another favorite of mine was Kung Fu tea. Kung Fu tea is like all over the country, but my favorite thing about Kung Fu tea is just like the specialization you can do with it. Like I need it less sweet, get a little bit less ice, so then you get a little bit more drink with it. But on a hot day, regular ice might be good enough.
Yeah.
So yeah, check out Food Gallery 32 if you want a lot of options at a great price here in K-Town.
What's going on, guys? Padromi again. Want to take you guys out for a little bit of lunch. Right now, we're over in Union Square on the corner of 14th and 3rd Avenue. We're here at the famous Joe's Pizza. You might actually recognize it because it was actually in Spider-Man. Joe's Pizza actually has multiple locations, most famously known for their location over on Carmine Street. But what's great about Joe's Pizza is that it's a true traditional New York slice. Now, I know New York pizza is such a controversial topic, as everyone thinks they know their favorite spot, but this is my spot. Let's go get a slice. It's a real, ooh, you can hear the crunch in the crust. New York pizza. Now that's pizza.
And we're back. Thank you guys again, everyone, for tuning in once more.
I really want pizza.
I mean, you were there. You had that Joe's Pizza. It was absolutely delicious.
Again.
Yeah, it was so good. I had an absolute blast. At Joe's Pizza. I mean, that one really set up the stomach. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And New York City is the only real pizza. I don't care about your deep dish. I don't care about your thick crusts. It is all here in New York City. I don't care.
Let them know they weren't nothing, please, Bane. Yeah. So that was really awesome. So we're just getting word here that we're actually gonna do a best of 5, which is really exciting because that means more Overwatch.
More
really
Overwatch.
Excited. Yeah, for sure. So the next map we're going to is everyone's favorite map.
Kingsborough.
I didn't get to finish, and you already through. This is unbelievable because that's exactly how much we love this map. There's some great opportunities for some big plays, some big fights. It's absolutely a blast.
I swear, if one of these teams pulls off the infamous Gladiators flank, I will lose my mind.
Please and thank you. That'd be awesome. I would
my
love to
wish
see Symmetra.
Oof.
There's
Don't
big
get me
Symmetra
started.
opportunity here. I mean, you can go through hotel, you can go around the front. I mean, there's so much opportunity here for some Symmetra play. Give me Sim.
And
I don't want the troll. I want to see it happen.
I don't know if we've established before, but I do believe it. I know Hammond is live, but we agreed not to.
Yeah, we're not going to play Hammond today,
Okay.
just because, stakes are high, as you know.
Honor is on the line here.
Yeah, the bragging rights are on the table. So, as we start looking at the composition here, it looks like 5DV is going to be on defense first. Looking like Javion is going to be hanging out on that Junkrat. He likes to play on this first point. We see this time and time and again from him.
We will see Smackboy subbing in for Fancy Shrimp. Smackboy on the Zen here for 5DV.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. I think it's an interesting switch. I don't think Fancy Shrimp was struggling on that. I probably would have swapped out LNL for that. To bring Smackboy in, I think the complementariness of Fancy Shrimps and Smackboy's hero pool would have been great. But you know what? Hey, I'm not coaching right now.
You're not on the sides today.
Yep, and we do have a switch here from LSV. Also, we have Crest getting subbed out for Misfit Girl 66. I haven't seen Misfit Girl 66 play yet. I'm going to be really interested to see here. Not as familiar with her as some of the other players from LSV, but really early. I mean,
with the early pick
this
on
is
the
early. I mean, are we in beta? Overwatch beta again, getting the trap and the kill outside the door? I mean, this is unbelievable. And we're back at it again. The res comes real quick, and the push comes through. They're running the Brigitte. They're running the Rhine. They got the shields going. Beta's super low. Down goes Beta after the dive from Curio Queen. Now, this is where you kind of question, what do you do now here if you're LSV? And it looks like they're going to opt to go underneath, trying to get some boobs off that high ground.
They're staying out of the sightlines of the Widow, which is exactly what you need to do. King's Row is perfect for those little flanks.
Yeah. And
Ryan goes off the cliff.
And everyone's on the point right now. G1 gets the early kill on Noodles. True gets the kill on Soul. Curio is popping off and getting Darkada. Mixing Mitosis. Killing Misfit Girl. And this looks like it's going to be a hold for 5DV.
Right, and while 5DV was really holding that high ground, LSV tried to stay out of the sight lanes, but it ended up splitting their team, and the picks came in. It was so easy to pick them off.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, and this is going to be a nice stronghold for 5DV. They're kind of pulling an NYXL strat here, taking up that, full hold on the top ground, letting LSV get onto the point, and then combating before they get that first tick.
So Mixomatosis uses his Infra Sight, waiting for LSV to push in. Mixomatosis is playing away from the rest of 5DV, so LSV needs to pay attention to where he is because they can't really... Oh, Javion with the double, he gets Junkrat and he gets Mercy.
Mixomatosis just popping off as well, getting these kills. These guys are stuck in the side of this hotel.
They're sandwiching them in the hotel.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be painful to watch here. But the shields are up, so maybe no one's really going to die here, but this is going to be a bad reset for LSV.
Right. The thing about pushing through hotels, you need to be decisive and you need to get your entire team through because if you get trapped in there with a Junkrat on the other team, you're dead.
Right. And Misfit Girl not getting nearly as much ult charge as fast as Javion. I mean, she hasn't gotten one ult yet. Javion's almost already caught up to her. I don't know if they need to do a switch here on what character Misfit Girl's going to be playing, but it looks like they're full committing this time to the wraparound. But she's pushing forward, which is really interesting. She throws a trap instead of a bomb. I'm not sure what was going on with that one, but here comes the flank from Badger. Badger.
Might be too late, though.
But it doesn't matter. It was not for naught. I mean, the kills came in from 5DV. And Badger's looking really low. Here comes Curio for the cleanup crew.
Curio Queen has been so good with her dives and cleaning up. She's so attentive to what needs to get done.
Yeah, for sure.
Just as much as Soul is, she's also a very decisive off tank, and that's what pairs them so well together. They're very communicative. They know where to go, where they're needed.
Yeah, I mean, these two have been playing together for quite some time now. They know each other and the way their play style is. Very, very obvious how these two play.
And they're going underneath. They're taking the
Here comes the tire from JV. I'm hoping we're going to see a kill. Gets Badger. Badger's down. But
here comes
the res.
Yep.
But as we know, they are underneath, and they're pushing onto the point here. Down goes the bongo that Soul dropped. So in the Transcendence pop, here comes the self-destruct. Let's see if it connects. Dragon Strike coming in for Hanzo.
Double kill gets to the anti-air.
Welcome to the game.
Oh.
I mean, this is unbelievable right here. I mean, we're looking at this, but LSV not backing down. Brigitte going in, getting the DMAC, getting mixed meiosis. I mean, this is looking good. Hanzo getting 2 kills of his own. And it looks like LSV, after all that play, after that was great self-destruct by Curio, is going to take the point.
Right, and because Curio was pretty much the only one on that point with Mercy, because she lost her mech, they were able to take her out in Baby Diva form. So Curio Queen, as much as she could do, no one was really there to help them contest.
Yeah, if I'm Diva, even with the pocket and I see a Brigitte, I'm nervous. I mean, whack, 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 whack. I mean, there's nothing you could do about it.
Exactly. You can't run away.
You can't do enough damage to really to outdo the heal that comes from Brigida.
So we'll see us switch on to Reinhardt and Hanzo on the side of 5DV. So Javion trying to help us win that shield battle right there.
Yeah, and looks like we did see a switch also from LSV. Now putting Misfit Girl on the Diva and putting Beta on the Brigida that we saw earlier today.
So they will be running triple tank. They're really looking for a strong hold.
And down goes Noodle. This is huge right now. Noodle's had his ult. There's going to be no combination here. So 5TV can get pretty aggressive on this hold and try to push up and keep that payload from moving forward.
So Mercy with a tricky pistol whipped out, trying to push the cart, waiting for
Darkara's
her
like, I'm going to take this shield. My blaster can do
I was
it.
sweating. I was so nervous.
But, you know, shout out to Darkara. She's actually been playing a phenomenal Mercy and support.
She's been getting up a lot more reses than she should be.
Yeah, for sure. There's no punish on the reses, which is a big problem. Beta trying getting that cheeky flank on Mixed Meiosis. Not really connecting, but the rally comes. And here comes the Dragon Strike.
They push through anyways. They don't give up.
They drop the grab, and here comes the late Dragon Strike after the Transcendence win. But it doesn't matter because Javion responds with his Storm Arrow and taking out Beta. I mean, this is huge right here. Diva's kind of stuck behind here. Let's see if they try to stagger her and keep her.
Oh, they're definitely going to stagger.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah, but here comes the self-destruct. Doesn't matter. Not going to get much out of that. But here, they can. Oh! Javion, what are you doing, bro? That was unbelievable.
Excuse me?
Bye. like the stagger is real here. I mean, absolutely unbelievable stuff from both sides of the opposition. I mean, what's going to be interesting to see here, both Rhines have Shatter.
They do. We're going to be looking for that epic stare down of the Rhines that we all know and love in Kings Row.
Oh, actually, I was going to say advantage LSV, but they switched off Brigida.
They did.
So now there's no shield
Noodles
bash.
gets the kill onto Mixomatosis. He wins that battle. Will they get the res? No, Lindsay's too far away.
I like this swap here from Noodles. Wasn't getting. Oh, but you got the self-destruct. And bye! Oh my god, with a triple kill. Curio, 2 on the self-destruct, 1 from regular shooting on Badger. This is huge, but Misfit Girl with the double kill response on her own. I mean, this is going either way. I mean, this is an intense Diva battle right here. The back and forth is ridiculous.
Right, and that that doesn't even phase 5DV a bit, as you see Javion and Soul, you know, going face to face with Misfit. And they do push them back, but they're back again. There goes the dragon from Javion, who will get
looking really low here after the coalescence comes through from LSV.
And the shatter from Soul. We don't know how many it gets, but there don't seem to be any follow-up as Badger does get Soul.
No, Soul goes down here, and this could be a problem for 5DB.
Pine,
but here comes the Pine flank from Mixed Meiosis. Let's see if we can get some headshots here
Badger
coming in.
gets Javion alone.
Oh, and Badger has this Dragon Strike. This could be huge here to finish off this .2 push. But Mixed Meiosis coming from the back flank that we were just talking about. Oh, getting the hits onto Badger. Badger's getting low. Sends off the Dragon Strike and gets 1. And while Noodle gets 2 of his own. And here comes the sniper combination from LSV.
Right.
They need to come up with the responses. We need to see some dive tanks.
Yeah, the LSV snipers have been really responsive and really on fire, responding to Mixomatosis and Javion. They've been catching them off guard. They've been catching Mixomatosis' flank. Oh, never mind!
Hello!
I just ate my words!
Welcome to my house. I mean, Badger just got the welcoming from Mixed Meiosis on that right there. That was unbelievable. I'm loving the cheekiness on both sides here.
Yep, this mirror match is super intense because it's, you know, counterparts trying to. Oh, there goes the bomb from Curie Queen. Will we see another?
And another double kill! Curie, oh my god! This is unbelievable. Over and over again, getting these big self-destructs. I mean, this is what we're talking about. This is what we know Curio for. I mean, hello, who needs a Diva player? Curio's up for grabs. Let's go.
And now will res Smackboy all the way over there. I don't know if that was a good idea. He's going to have the trance to come back to his team. The Curio Queen diving on Noodles.
I mean, this is top notch right here. I mean, both teams playing super aggressively. Neither one allowing the other team to get to space in. I mean,
Queen, oh my gosh, she's on fire.
I mean, I feel like she's been on fire all game.
Right.
Easily the map MVP. This could be a winnable fight here for 5DB as there's 2 down. That's 3 down for LSV. I mean, there goes the self-destruct.
There's the Moira.
Not getting much out of this right here. And this looks like a stronghold for here for 5DB.
Yep, so Soul does have the shatter, and so does True. The shield's broken. Is he going to go for the shatter? It's wide open. Soul tries to peek around the corner, but he doesn't know if he has follow-up. Curie Queen with another bomb. Will we see a shatter bomb combo? I want to see it.
Oh, there goes the Dragon Strike to try to break things up. They're not really getting the shatter yet. No one really dies from that. The self-destruct comes a little bit late here, but still, Curie, oh my God. Can't me say it again and again and again. The self-destruct kills are massive right here. I mean, 5DV getting super aggressive with this push, even throwing the Dragon Strike in to clean things up. Wasn't even needed, but who cares? They're going for it anyway. A minute left on the clock for LSV as they're trying to get into this last push.
Yeah, this defense has been all about the tanks on 5DV. Curio Queen and Soul working so hard to mix up the opposition of True Misfits and Beta on Nat. Beta now on the Moira. She has Coalescence.
Yeah, this Coalescence could be good. Almost killed Elno last night to initiate the other fight. This could be here. Diva gets demet kind of too early. She wasn't ready. The Shatter comes.
Shatter does get blocked.
Thanks to the heads up play by True. Coalescence comes out to keep the Reinhardt up as he almost went low.
Badger
this is a
popping
big push. Badger gets 2 picks off here. Coalescence is about to run out, but it looks like Elno too low to really step up and fight here, as Beta getting super aggressive on this push.
Right, Curio Queen caught up by herself with Elnell. This might be Reinhardt overextending. Will
Reinhardt
they
can get
punish him?
punished, and he does. Soul with the reverse charge right there. Dragon Strike comes in, but the counter Dragon Strike comes out from Javion.
Double
While the
Dragon!
cleanup crew comes out to sweep with the brooms.
Holy
5DV
moly.
taking the big
The
hold.
crap
The
back.
countdown comes down. 3, 2, 1. Map is over. 5DV with a strong hold. And the crowd in the studio, shout outs to you guys in studio for holding this out. I mean, absolutely great work here by 5DV with the holds. I mean, truly MVP. Do we even have to say it?
Curio Queen.
Curio Queen. Unbelievable. Shout outs to Curio Queen. Absolute MVP of this game. Diva Bomb, self-destruct, self-destruct, self-destruct.
Would you
I think
believe-
she had 7 kills on self-destruct that game.
Would you believe that for the past, almost month is it, that she didn't even have her computer to practice on? She just got her PC 2 days ago?
Yeah, I mean, this is unbelievable. Her computer's been down. But here we go. This is it. This is the final match. Both teams tied. 2 map wins to 2 map wins. Like, this is what it's coming down to. We're getting into it right here. We're swapping sides, right? So LSV is going to go and on the defense here, 5DV is going to be on offense, right? So this is going to be interesting here. We're going to see if we're going to continue to go forward with, if we're going to see more big Diva plays from Curio Queen. I mean, that was the key to the last match. Getting those Diva bombs in the right spots, in the right positions. So it's going to be huge. Who do you think is going to be the key to this next matchup?
I think LSV really found their foothold with the double sniper in the street phase, so they could, kind of mirror what we were doing with the Orisa hold. Though 5DV, they could answer back with another Pharah. Javion does love that Pharah, or even a Genji. We might see a Genji from Javion.
Yeah, for sure. And we do, and for those of you who may not know this, Javion loves Genji, right? He absolutely loves Genji. But we could also see some awesome McCree play from Javion. I would love to see that. As we know, we've watched Javion play in these FFAs. He loves to play in that McCree action. But again, guys, big shout outs to all of you at home watching. Thank you to everyone at Waypoint who are watching as well. Big thank you to Microsoft Studio, the flagship location here in NYC, for opening up their doors to us here tonight. Shout outs to everyone who's coming into New York City for the Overwatch League Grand Finals, as we are so amped up to have you here in New York. Hopefully during your time on the stream, you've been seeing some awesome stuff from the production crew here at 5DV and getting some really good insights of some of the spots that you could definitely check out for coming here.
Yeah, totally. New York City, you're never without anything to do. If you can't find anything to do, I don't know if you really have access to the internet. Where are you, man? Where are you?
I can send you that. Let me Google that for you link right away.
Yeah. Maybe they're in New Jersey.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like we're going to get ready to go into the next map here. Looks like we're swapping sides here. Again, 5DV on offense, LSV on defense. But you know what needs all the offense? Charity. Charity needs all the offense.
Right.
The home
all
front
the
initiative.
There you
all
go.
of it. I mean, over and over again. Hit me with the link one more time, Bane.
universitysettlement.org/5DV.
Now, this link is not just open tonight. This link is open every night here on Forward as we continue to promote the 5DV Homefront initiative, as we continue to try to
promote adult literacy.
Yeah, promote adult literacy, bring awareness to other programs like The Door, and other great charities that are here locally in New York.
Right. So, oh, Noodles, please don't tease me like that. Okay, that's better.
So we're not quite looking at the game yet, but we are getting some teases from the players on some of the troll picks that they're showing us here. But what's really awesome about all this here today is that as always, 5DV, all this is done for free, because this is something that we do
by
for
the
fun.
by the community. Yeah, by the community for the community.
Yeah, and that's what the whole initiative is all about. Like it's all about making sure that everyone who is interested in Overwatch, everyone who wants to meet people who love Overwatch, everyone who wants to just be around good people has a place to do that.
Right. And so we are starting to see, as the defenses are about to open up, the gate is about to clear. We are seeing a double sniper on the side of LSV with Ryan and Zarya, and we are seeing a Genji from Javion. So as predicted, we might see a Widow Genji dive, Smackboy on the Ana. He loves that
for
Ana.
Sure. And we're going. I mean, I'm liking the competition that we're seeing here from 5DV. This is a nice, strong competition. Like you said, you called out the Genji before the match started, and it's weird. The sleep comes down, but no one really connects as True manages to pick off L now.
Right, and they're pushing through the hotel anyways, despite losing their support, but Soul takes down True. Oh,
and here comes the big
takes
push.
down the
The
Zenyatta
tanks
and the Zarya.
are here to play. Kiryu Queen says, I'm not just a diva player. I'm bigger than that. I'm more than that. I'm going to show you my Zarya. But oh my God!
With the double fire strike. Are you kidding me?
I'm loving this, and this looks like a quick cap for 5D. Hello, guys. The objective is back over there. They're already dead. Can we just cap the point and move on here?
Right.
And here we are. They're about to get finish this point,
You're a
but
brave
Jaden
man.
doesn't care. He wants
He's
to
so
Zenyatta.
brave.
He sees the red in his eyes. He's like, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me. Like, this is unbelievable first push by 5DV.
Right. They didn't give any craps about the fact that they lost Elnell super early.
Yeah.
Mix Thomas and Javion taking their picks.
Yep. Mixing with Thomas, getting it on that.
With the Nanoblade.
Nanoblade out in the house with the Reinhardt asleep. Everyone is open season for the kill. Not one, not two, not three, not even four. Javion with the 4K for 5DV. Showing everybody why he is representing us in that FFA on Thursday night at the homecoming event for NYXL. Javion, flex one for the fans at home. Let's get it.
So we will have 2 or 3 on the cart on the side of 5DV. So we have Soul with almost a shatter. Kiryu Queen with 70% on her grab. On the side of LSV, we'll have a dragon and 80% on their shatter.
Yeah.
LSV running double main tank. Ryan and Winston.
Badger gets picked off by Mixamyosis. I mean, let's go, LSV. I know you guys got something left in you guys here. Let's see some big plays. You have some ults here coming up. I want to see something big. And here comes the shatter.
Blocked.
And there it goes. Down goes Soul. Here goes True. Taking matters into his own hand. He says, you know what? I'm sick of getting pushed around. I'm a big boy, Ryan. I'm going to talk quiet and swing my stick.
True with the 4K. He has just a sliver of health, but Mixomatosis with his classic flank. Oh, God.
And that
he doesn't want to reveal himself.
Hurt on that push, right? Mixomatosis couldn't really connect on that sneak around that you were talking about. Didn't really quite get there. Had to bail out, reposition himself, and ooh, that was a close one right there. And it looks like, the Badger's really sick of this flanking Widow, so it's really trying to get out there and get in his face.
Yeah, and we could be seeing the double main tank from LSV because they're probably tired of this Mixomatosis flanking. They're probably going to dedicate the Winston solely to taking care of the flanking Widow.
Most definitely. Now, here's the thing. You have the Dragon Strike. You don't really have much to combo with it as Shatter's so far away, and Beta only has a Primal Rage. I mean, I'm not sure how that can work out, but the grab comes out for for 5DV. But oh my God, the Dragon Blade from Javion. Javion getting another 3. That is now 4 kills for Javion. He doesn't care if there's a dragon coming on his way. He got the dragon on his blade. It's over right now. I mean, that is now 8 Dragon Blade kills for Javion. I mean, hello.
As we were looking down the sightlines POV of Badger, you could see Javion's red blazing nano boosted eyes, and it was truly terrifying.
I mean, you called it. You wanted to see that Genji play. Javion heard you. He gave you what you wanted, and he is surely not disappointing right now.
And 5DV takes point 2 with 6.5 minutes on the clock. That is huge.
Right, this can be big. The monkey's dove, but he's antied right now. Primal Rage comes out. Not really sure how that's going to help him as he can't regain his health from that.
This hallway is prime, excuse the pun, for Primal Rage, but he does go down to Widow.
Yeah.
Soul trying to get this.
Oh, but Soul gets put down, and Badger's starting to show up and say, you know, enough is enough. Here comes the Shatter coming in from True and says, bye. Look, your supports can go down. Noodles just saying, whack them all at this point. They're all on the floor.
Yep.
Point. 3 kills for Noodles. I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. LSV putting up the fight, saying, we will protect this house.
So we might see they probably don't want to switch on 5DV. I was going to say, I would like to see a switch from 5DV to answer the Brigitte, because as you saw, she did get 3K just by, practically walking forward.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what? You only have the projectile player in Javion. I'm not sure if Mixomatosis really has that in his hero pool. But as LNL gets picked off, this is going to be another reset for 5DV, killing another probably 20 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, they're almost cornered here as they're pushed way up on that cart there. Badger has extreme sight lines as they push the beta. Sorry.
It's all right, because Javion is going down on that fight, but the tire comes back from Misfit Girl. Doesn't really quite connect. The Dragon comes through. Doesn't really quite connect. I mean, what is this? Baseball, 3 strikes, you're out, right? I mean, but the big charge comes out from Soul to kill Noodles. But it doesn't matter, as the tanks from LSV already did enough damage to make the reset happen for 5DV.
Yeah, 5DV is between a rock and a hard place here. They're literally outside their door. What do
I
they
mean,
do
if the
here?
rock is the hard place, Spawn's not a bad place to be, because I wouldn't want to keep dying like this.
We gotta go, man. That's what they're saying,
The reset comes out here for 5DV as they're getting ready to push forward. They have a Shatter. They have a Transcendence. Nano Blade's coming up. I mean, Javion's kind of low, only at 30%, but he's getting that ult charge so quick.
I don't know if we still need the Genji here. There is a Winston, and Winston, can cover a lot of corners in these halls. They're pushing in with Trans. Is he gonna look for the Shatter?
He's
it's
looking for it, but the shield's in the way. Here it comes, and there goes Mercy. There goes Hanzo on the floor, and down goes Brigitte. Not 1, not 2, but 3 kills for Mixomatosis. Absolutely unbelievable combo right there for 5DV. The patience from Soul to wait until Brigitte was out of position to hit that seismic slam the Shadow was huge right there.
Exactly, and we're still seeing, we're seeing a very forward push. Soul trying to not give LSV any space at all.
Tracer's sleeping behind the point as you hear Smackboy yelling in the background in this very typical sleep fashion. Smackboy, very well known for his Ana play, does go down eventually, but here we are, 5TV inching closer and closer and closer to that point.
Right, so Mixomatosis almost has his dragon. There's the grab from Curio Queen. 3 down for LSV. Elna with the double! Oh my god, she never stops!
Jonak, when did you show up to play? This is unbelievable. Good job by LNL. But LSV able to hold this point a little bit longer as the Mercy gets the res on Misfit Girl. Junkrat is there doing some damage and making sure that they have to push back out.
Right, yeah, 5DV, as much as they push forward, they will have to go back. So LSV gaining some ground again. Noodles with the rally when she pops the rally. So 5DV pushing in with a Trans and a Dragon here. Soul almost to an Earth Shatter.
Yeah, for sure. And in 5DV, just waiting for the pull, waiting for the opportunity. They have the Transcendence. They have the Dragon Strike that comes out, and down goes Junkrat. Let's see if Mercy goes in for the res. This could be an opportunity for a push for 5DV, because if she goes for the res, she does get the res off. No punish there on the Mercy. This is the full reset. Whole new fight all over again.
Right, and 5DV did gain a little bit of space in that push. Pulse Bomb almost goes up, doesn't get anyone quite yet.
No,
Soul has to back up.
With that. Transcendence comes out for Smackboy. Here comes the big push for 5DV. They have to capitalize on this Transcendence, but the trap with the self-destruct, and boom, baby! Oh man, with the big self-destruct, which is going to put things to a hope for 5DV potentially. But the DPS for 5DV has something else to say as Javion kills Mercy. And right now, tanks versus DPS, who's going to take this fight? Beta, so close to being DMAC. Only 199 health. No one's going to be able to hit him. Oh, but he steps out too far. Gets DMAC. This could be huge right now for 5DV.
Right, and this defense from LSV has been amazing. 5DV kept second point with 6.5 minutes here. So now they're down to 1 minute and 40 seconds. There's the answer. There's the Dragon.
The Dragon comes through from Mixomatosis. They're not really connecting much out of it, but it looks like someone's really low. Junk goes down, even though Beta pulls out Darkada pulls out the Valkyrie. Going for the res. No one's even noticing her. And she gets the Junkrat off. Oh my gosh, Darkada, you brave soul. These reses are unbelievable. But Junkrat kills himself by falling off the edge of the point. Curio Queen DMACing Beta. This could be it for 5DV. Here it comes. Javion pushing forward with the Dragon Strike. And here it comes. Everyone over and over again. LSV is falling down. and the big sleep by Smack Boy, and
That's
there
it,
it is.
that's it.
3 points for 5DV. Huge, huge, huge plays
Woo!
by 5DV at the edge of that.
Here's our
point.
boy. Here's our boy.
The total map score right now, 2-2. 5DV, LSV. Time for a tiebreaker.
Oh no.
Sorry, y'all. We didn't get to see that play of the game. We know what those look like. That was about, I think, 11 total kills on the Dragon Blade for Javion. Absolutely bananas.
So yeah, we will be going to a tiebreaker here between LSV and 5DV. What is the tiebreaker map? Do you know what we're playing on?
I'm not sure. We're going to wait to tune in for a final map. We're not really quite sure where that's going to be yet. But don't worry about that right now. Right now, what we need to talk about is what just took place. Because what just took place was absolutely incredible.
And we thought that, LSV had it when their diva pulled off that triple air bomb. We saw Curio Queen from her point of view. She was stuck in a trap, and
Yeah.
oh my god, it was so close.
My
We saw
heart
her go
sunk for them.
down.
Yeah, my heart sunk for Curio Queen out there while she was on trap. But it looks like we're probably going to go to Ilios, right? We're going to get a nice control point, King of the Hill style fight. Let's end this once and for all. Winner take all situation, guys. I mean, the hype is real. I'm excited. You're excited. I'm speaking for you. That's how excited I am. Let's get it going here. LSV, 5DV, map 5 for the bacon.
I'm sweating.
I mean, this has been an absolute blast.
I'm actually sweating. I'm sorry. This is really intense, guys.
I mean,
I don't know what I signed up for.
Me either. But you know what? I'm having an absolute blast. I hope you're having a fun too.
I am.
Yeah. But it's gonna be really fun. Ilios is such a cool map. I love playing well. Right? It's always interesting to see which heroes are picked. Personally, I think Orisa is a must to have.
Yes,
on well.
absolutely.
It gives you a good shield. It gives you
It plays
opportunity
the
to
hole.
hold into the hole. But I just honestly think just sitting in that corner is everything. Right? The corner, especially with the way that the Orisa shield is now being set with the extra bit on the top, it gives you so much cover.
Right.
To have someone sitting back there
Yep.
with you.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll probably see some Widowmaker on this one. I wouldn't
That
be
would be
surprised if
interesting.
Javion,
You know what I
brings
would
out-
like to see?
What?
Doomfist.
Doomfist.
I totally think Beta could pull out another Doomfist here because you can go around in the back, kind of catch the Orisa by surprise and, get the best of her.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like we have a couple more substitutions, coming in for the game. I don't really quite know exactly who's going to end up playing what. I'm really hoping to see a McCree. We haven't seen McCree at
Ooh.
all. Give me the McCree. Do it
Some
for
flashbacks?
your boy, all right? Not just some flashbacks, but some flashbangs. You know what I'm
there
saying?
you go.
That's what I really want. I want to see some sick flashbangs, some high noon action here. I mean, yeah.
Who do you think we'll see on the McCree, Javion or Myxomatosis?
If anyone was to play McCree, it would be Javion.
Really?
That's his FFA tune right there. So I would love to see Javion on that McCree. I'm gonna keep saying a little louder in hopes that he'll play McCree. But it's going to be really interesting either way, regardless of what hero pool selections that we end up picking here. I think the key here is going to be the support side on LSV, right? I mean, Darkada's been absolutely unbelievable as Mercy, getting probably way more reses than 5DV has had, in one game,
Right.
Across all these different maps.
Darkada is just, they've got the balls to really get in there. They don't give a damn.
She's like, heroes never die because I'm here and no one's going to contest me because I'm Mercy and I'm better than you. I mean, that's pretty interesting if you ask me.
So we are on Lighthouse. Sorry, not Lighthouse. Excuse me. This is Well over here. Javion switch. I don't know if you guys can see this right now. Javion switching onto the far. Myxomatosis. Glimpses of McCree coming through. Noodles, maybe?
Give me the McCree.
Give me the Symmetra.
Give me the McCree. if Beta plays Symmetra right now,
That would be huge.
that's gonna be unbelievable. And it looks like they are gonna switch over to
Have
the
you
Roadhog.
have you played Symmetra on Ilios or any Koth map?
I have actually a lot of fun.
It's wild.
Yeah, you get to some really awesome flanks. I would have loved to see a Symmetra Bastion type nonsense.
Oh my
Give me
goodness,
the
don't even.
Chocomp. Just give me the Chocomp. But Badger is hanging out on the Torbjorn. JK, he's swapping too.
Right.
No, people just don't want to have fun. They want to win, I guess.
I know.
I mean, then again, ladies and gentlemen, this is not quick play after all.
Right. So we will see Beta on the Roadhog going off. Badger on the Pharmacy with Krez. So we'll see Orisa Diva from 5DV.
Yeah, Crest
Fancy
coming
Shrimp
back
on the
in.
Diva, by the way. Curio Queen subbed out.
Yeah, we see Crest coming back in for Misfit Girl. Fancy Shrimp, as you said, coming in for Curio, giving her a break after her shoulder was hurting so much from all that carrying she did that last map.
All that lifting.
But here we go, the Orisa pick like I was talking about by True, and so with the counter Orisa, very important for that setup there on the corner there.
Yep.
We do see the Diva play from 5DV, but the boop,
was
but
so
it doesn't
close.
quite matter because even though Battery gets the boop on Fancy Shrimp, she's
Soul
able to
does.
fly out, but the Soul does get that ult on
Yep.
Roadhog.
So Noodles here contesting Javion on Farah. Javion does get res. Badger is badgering, as they say, this Fancy Strip over here in the mini pack. Orisa by herself. Nope, Lucio comes in. Interesting to pick on the Lucio here. Both sides are actually, no. Sorry, Jakarta on Brigitte on the other side.
Yeah, for sure. And this is why I was talking to you about why Orisa's so good on this map, right? Like she can just literally hang out on that corner of the point and let the team really like come in and and fight it out.
Javion inching closer and closer with his barrage. He's waiting for
Oh,
it.
there goes the boop, but it looks like Roadhog just barely able to go and hang tight while also simultaneously hooking Soul down to the pit of
Right,
beans.
Farah goes down by Myxomatosis. Noodles with the 2 on Deadeye, the anti-air.
Hey guys, check your watch. It's high noon.
Oh, there we go. Jakarta does demech. Fancy Shrimp. True does take it down. Sorry, Baby Diva. So here, Badger is spamming the choke force 5DV spawn.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just trying to get some extra poke damage. Not that Badger really needed. He already has his ult. But you know what? Hey, if I can do some more damage and hit the opposition and make them go back to spawn for just a couple more seconds longer, that's another tick on my side.
Yep, and True is holding True with his shield.
You're good at these puns, aren't you?
I never do puns, man. This is a new thing for me.
But here comes the whole hog from Beta. Getting Soul, getting the Bongo, getting the Mercy. I mean, this is looking like Cram Dap earlier in the team deathmatch. I mean, absolutely great work here by
Mid-air
Beta.
battle, let's go, baby. Who comes through? Javion on just a sliver of health.
Slivers of health. Neither one of them able to quite connect. And Myxomatosis says, I'm going to join the party now and take you out.
Where did he come from?
Over there.
So Krez with the Valkyrie does die to Javion's
Javion
barrage. Javion
getting
gets
a
3 against 4.
Big barrage from Javion. Again, Javion on the projectile. This is the kind of play that we talk
the
and we love to
BM.
see. The BM from Javion.
You hate to
hey,
see it.
man, this is a family game, Javion. Let's go, man. So here we are once again at this point for 5DV where they now have to control the point. The percentages start ticking upward in favor of 5DV as they're trying to catch up and get to victory.
Right, and as 5DV push through all of that, it's 53%, 4 ultimates on the side of 5DV, 2 or 3 on the side of LSV. So all the Orisa face-off
Soul's
is
fortifying, but not quite enough for them. Soul goes down thanks to True. They're pushing. Myxomatosis gets wrecked by Badger, even though he has a Deadeye. We might see a res here. Gonna be really risky. Mercy kind of overshoots that
Trip with the
slingshot,
peel.
but she's going in with the Valkyrie. Interesting use, but here comes the fat bomb. And it doesn't connect a little high.
Yep, just a little bit high.
yeah,
Badger does get the boop on Myxomatosis, so that goes half the damage. Fancy Strip's getting demeched. It's just her on the point.
And Brigitte has
Orisa trying to
something
help
say
her
about it.
out.
She's just trying to get the kill here. But Soul does get to pull True into the hole. But it doesn't matter because Soul just getting staggered right here.
Jakarta just shield bashed
Jakarta,
into the well on her.
Oh my goodness, the shield bash to your own death.
And it's on tape. Sorry, man.
Someone clip that. No, just kidding. But, but for real, guys, again, everyone who tuned in today, thank you so much for checking us out on the stream. Because as we see here, Badger getting ready to kind of put some more pressure on to 5DV as the ticks go up. 73%, 74%, 75%. And here they come, trying to catch up to 5DV. All 5DV needs to do is get this point here, and they can get to 99% really quick.
Javion had a cheeky little barrage in the back. Gets Jakarta. Fancy
Fancy
Strip with the double.
Let's go, 5DV.
Javion also a double.
Trying to take this point over, and they successfully do so. This is what's going to come down to. I don't think
And
LSP can get back on time. Oh, bye from Smack Boy to True. I guess it's True. It's over.
99%. Oh, there we go. Objective secured on the side of 5DV. That was a hell of a fight down there.
Absolutely.
It was very close. It flipped back and forth very often.
Yeah, we saw probably 4 or 5 of back and forths on the point control. So really great stuff there by 5DV from getting this. We got some hype going on in the background. for the squad. Everyone's super amped up right now after seeing that map. We're gonna get the next map set up right now for the teams to go. But again, I think this map, I think the big plays here came from Soul on the Arisa. I mean, Soul got 2 ults into the hole, which was really awesome to see. Really demanding and controlling that point. So it actually looks like we're gonna replay well. We're gonna. Oh, okay. So I'm getting word. We're playing well 3 straight times.
Wait.
Just
what?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is what I'm seeing.
Again. Again.
I mean, maybe it's the view. I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing things, but
Yeah, it does say control point unlocks in 10. Wait, is this real? I think it's real. Where are we looking? The camera's kind of floating around. I think we're having. Okay, control point unlocks. I'm trying to tell you what I see here.
I think we may actually be watching a replay. So
is it?
So we're gonna take a look into this for you guys. See what's happening here. But it looks like there's just some tech issues. It looks like we're watching a replay right now of the game versus actually seeing the game. We're gonna pause right now and try to see what's happening in game. So sorry about that little mix up there, y'all. So we're gonna try to fix what's happening here.
Right. I'm just looking at a windmill here. It's kind of serene in contrast to all the screaming going on behind me.
Yeah, for sure. But you know what? But this is great. We have a good opportunity to pause here. We can talk about once again why we are here. That's the Homefront initiative. So once again at every 5DV event from here on going forward, it's always going to be about raising money for local charities, right? Again, university settlement.org/5DV. Not the word 5, but the number 5.
Oh, yeah. I probably should have specified that, but I didn't.
Yeah, and if you guys are hitting that donate button on their website, let us know. We love to give you guys a shout out. If you have any comments for us throughout any point during the stream, make sure you let us know. I love comments. Good, bad, in between. I don't really care about your opinion anyway, so it's going to be great.
So we're trying to, figure out the pause here. Replay system probably not working out too well. Spectator it's a tricky system. I've tried it myself, and I looked through the controls and the keybinds. There's like 1,200 different keybinds for Spectator. So props to anyone out there who wants to learn this system and really figure it out. It's really intimidating.
Yeah, fortunately for us, we have an awesome staff here, helping us out. The 5DV production crew.
Yep.
Grade
Shout outs
A.
to Mark.
Shout out to Merkzo. Working the camera, giving us some awesome shots today of the matches that we're seeing here, with the support from the Junior Ace and Gino at Waypoint Cafe. Really, making sure all this setup here for us today has been absolutely phenomenal. But it looks like we're about to get ready to jump back into things right about now. And here we are. This is the view we're looking for.
There we go.
We've made it to Lighthouse.
Control point on the side of LSV, 27%. Soul does pick off. McCree, Mercy, Zarya, all going down like flies.
Javion not wasting any time, really taking control of this game. They're like, hey guys, sorry for the stream delay. Let me make that up to you by getting a couple kills right off the bat.
Yep, and they all do go down. Elnell pops Valkyrie, so they will up. Hanzo on point. There you go.
And that is a point capture for 5DV. 44% for LSV, 3% currently for 5DV. I'm loving the way these words rhyme. It's really, really cool.
LSV 5DV?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, this is a match made in heaven, and this is the matchup made in heaven. Right. I mean, both teams really giving it their all today when Charity's on the line, as always.
Soul about to drop down with the primal, which makes Mitosis gets Zarya.
They're uncontested, but Vegeta's so low. I mean, Soul's going to go in and try to get it, but Diva goes to help out. Fancy Trip, trying to make sure Soul's not in there alone, while Javion gets a couple of more picks. Makes Mitosis great positioning here, right on top of the point, while LSV stuck in the back, getting chased down by the tanks. Barrage comes from Javion.
Oh my
That's
God!
One. That's
Are you
two.
kidding me?
That's 3. You're out of here, LSV. Go back to spawn because Javion is back with the barrage.
It seems their LSV just kind of looked 5DV in the face and said, you know what? Take me. It's fine. They just kind of walked around the corner, and I didn't really see an aggressive response there.
And with that team fight, 5DV now overtakes LSV on the percentages, right? But here's the thing. LSV has almost 6 ultimates.
Yeah, they're charging. They're getting super aggressive. Soul is distracting them from the top. They're
Rally
looking at. They
comes
can't
out
look
for
at it for too
5DV,
long.
but doesn't matter. Noodles gets picked off, so there's no high nooning for Noodles right now. the ults come out, Dragon comes out, Valkyrie comes out. Everything's getting full investment here from LSV, but they're not getting any kills. 5DB looking like a stronghold here as their all charges start to tick.
Right, Javion's still alive in the back. Oh, they pinned the Reinhardt in the corner.
But it doesn't matter. He does
Gets
get the D-Mech on Fancy Shrimp, but the
that a
self-destruct
grab?
comes out. No, that was a self-destruct. Mixomatosis, doesn't matter. He gets the flank on him. And another barrage from Javion gets the Carta real quick while Alan now goes to rest Smackboy. Javion cleaning up True, cleaning up Beta. Javion takes the broom out and is sweeping up the competition.
Yeah, 5DV really taking advantage of, I'm not really sure what was going through LSV's communication there. The ults seemed to kind of go off one by one with no follow-up. Soul does find Hanzo.
Poor Badger. Just walking right into Soul. Soul was like, oh, hi. Oh, bye. Like, this is unbelievable positioning by Soul here on this. Javion gained some free open shots. Uncontested, really. Diva doing her best to really do some damage. Noodles needs to do something about Javion here.
Right, Noodles has been getting picked off fairly early.
Yeah, and he's holding on to that ult.
I know, it's hard to pop up a McCreel, especially, even if
Oh,
you
this is
only
not where
want
you want
one
to be
or
if
two.
you're LSV. Primal Rage going, see you later, Noodles.
Noodles! Again, with the early death, it might as well, oh gosh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Soul! Soul, my God, you went off the point, but it doesn't matter as the point gets to 100%, and that's a victory for 5DV.
Oh my God, that was quite the last point there.
Yeah, so big shout out to LSV for joining us today. Great work here, and we're gonna continue going right into the third map, going straight into it. No nonsense. We're going to go all the way.
Right.
I mean, absolutely unbelievable play here from Javion. Really carried the team on
And
that
Soul.
point there.
I would
Yeah.
say, Soul really found, he was looking for the McCree to shut him down and keep his Pharah up in the air.
And that's what you gotta do, right? As your tank, you gotta protect your backline, right? Fire's up in the air. Wasn't really being pocketed by Mercy much, so
Didn't need it.
didn't really quite need it. I mean, Javion's really great, positioning.
So here we are. Yep. Double sniper
I
on
love this
both
map.
sides. Yep.
Give me some Junkrat play, please.
I'm
But
sorry.
we're
I
not gonna
didn't-
see it. Double
Nope.
Sniper's gonna be king on this one as well.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really interesting. They had the shield coming in from True on the Reinhardt, Beta on the Reinhardt, but boop! There it is! Noodles with the early pick on Javion.
And
But-
LNL gets off the res by staying out of sight lines, but Noodle's getting hassled and tickled by Soul. Soul out by himself as he likes to be.
Yeah, exactly. And this is great. Fancy Stream cleans up True. But Mixomatosis gets popped right in the head. He goes, oh, so close as Nell almost gets, Smack almost gets taken down. But Javion jumps all over Noodles for that kill.
Right. So, Soul's really taking up space here and really, giving LSV the business. True, very low, gets taken down by Fancy
nice
Shrimp.
cleanup. Good Dragon Strike by Javion to split up the defense. And now Hanzo gets picked off. They're pushing onto this Roadhog. But it looks like Hog's going to get away. Mercy's looking kind of low over here. But it looks like she's going to get away.
Fancy Shrimp has a bomb here. She can use it to, further stall the point. They do have 30%. Javion takes down Beta. Doesn't matter. And so, here, this is kind of hard to take back because you...
Yep, True goes down. This is the opportunity for the self-destruct here.
Yeah,
Send it, Shrimp. Send the self-destruct. They have nowhere to hide, but the res comes through anyway. So now the shield's up and ready.
I almost don't know if you want to run Rhine here.
Ooh, but Smackboy gets picked.
Oh, never
but
mind.
Badger saying, I'm sick of this. I want this point too. Getting 2 kills right away for LSB. And here comes the push. Badger getting his 3rd kill on Mercy. The hook comes in on Fancy Shrimp. And down. Now she's probably going to get D-Mech. Badger getting a really aggressive flank here. And there it goes.
Oh, yeah. What is this, the 4th or 5th time we've seen this flank?
From here.
Oh, my God. Badger's been really good at finding Mixomatosis in the least likely times and really getting the best of him.
Crowd in studio appreciate that headshot also, Badger. Badger popping off continues as he gets Soul as well. I mean, this guy is, oh my lord! Badger, Jesus Christ, dude. This is unbelievable play right here by you, dude. I mean, just showing everybody how aggressive you can be with this new Hanzo.
Yep, and so we will still see True on the Reinhardt with his Shatter. There goes Javion with his Dragon Strike after getting the pick on Widow.
Yep, Hogs, he's discorded, but healing through. finally gets taken down. They're rushing in. They're jumping on the point. Reinhardt goes down. Everyone's falling down for LSV. It looks like 5DB is going to take this point back.
Right.
And with 79% on the clock, we're getting close to victory.
That was a really swift take there by 5DV. They really just got the momentum going. That's one of the things I've noticed about 5DV is they have such momentum. When they get one pick, they go all in. It's that team synergy.
Full invest.
Right.
The crowd in the studio is really loving what's happening here. Making a great atmosphere with the cheers going on. Here everyone's going on to the point. Transcendent comes out for Smack Boy. Ryan's coming through, turns around. Here comes the dragon from...
The big dragon on the middle of the screen. There's
another dragon. Oh my god, Beta with the 2 kills. Oh my god, the Divas are popping off. That's 3 Diva kills straight through. But the snipers
on
are
the
coming
point.
in on the clutch for 5DB. Myxomatosis. Remember the name. The 5DB chants are coming here in studio. And that is a victory for the 5 Deadly Venoms. Can I get a round of applause? Can I get a hype? Can I get 5DB to stand up and take a bow? The studio is going wild for 5DB as they take the series 3-2-2.
Here's a good old play from our golden boy, Javion.
Absolutely huge plays here. I mean, this was an electric play by 5DB. I mean, these guys are hyped. They're excited. They can hardly stay still in their seats. I mean, I'm loving the energy here. This has been an absolute blast. So big shout outs to LSV, Lone Star Vanguard, based out of Austin, Texas. You know, shout outs to Microsoft once again for opening up your doors to us. The flagship store location. Come visit. We're here, 5th Avenue, the Microsoft store. Multiple floors of excellent Microsoft content and staff. The staff here has been great. The facility is beautiful. Make sure you come through and check it out here when you're here in New York. Again, guys, the Homefront Initiative. Talk to me, Bane.
So the link you want to know and take away from from this stream, universitysettlement.org/5 as in the number DV.
Yes, and again, Homefront Initiative is not just tonight, it's every night for 5DV. That link will continue to stay up for as long as that site is around. So again, thank you everyone for tuning into today's
Thank you so much,
matchup.
guys, honestly. And can we get a round of applause for the guys in the back in the studio
Yeah,
watching
shout out
us
to
live?
the staff who's here watching live. Yeah.
Thank
Great
you
stuff.
for keeping the energy up and getting hyped with us.
Yeah. And again, guys, tomorrow, make sure you meet us up at Waypoint Cafe for Legendary Weapons. We're playing old LW Blue games. We're going to have tabletop games. Computers are an insane discount of 40% off. Shout outs to you, Gino. Thank you, sir. 40% off per hour for the Legendary Weapons of New York. Make sure you come through, check it out. We'll see you guys. Shout outs to NYXL, as always, for a great job you did in the postseason. And stay tuned for the homecoming event happening Thursday night.
And check out our boy, Javion.
Javion. Stand up, Javion. Show the crowd that beautiful face of yours. Let's get it. Check this man out Thursday night during the FFA as he goes to compete against people like Ryu Ji-hung. No, and taking them down to win that $10,000 cash prize. As Jerry Maguire once famously said, show me the money.
There we go, folks.
So again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. I've been Pajomi.
I'm Bane.
My Bane. Her
I am
name is
Bane.
Bane.
Me.
Words are hard. Thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you guys next time.
Bye-bye. Is that it?
If you're gonna waste your time